Let your man go, huh?
Drop it, I don't want to talk about it.
Drop it, hell. I want to hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
Brett, Mr. Hitman, I've been smoking crack for weeks.
Yo, Dom, why'd you bring the Buster here?
Cause the Buster kept me out of handcuffs.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Relax. Don't push it. You embarrassed me.
Thanks. We're back. Even though we were here yesterday, but that episode's not out yet. But everyone kind of knows what'll be coming out. But this is what we're here for. Banks versus Davis. Fast Summer continues. But first off, this is just a sneak peek of the Fast 9, aka the Fast Saga. They're really calling this one the Fast Saga. Which I admire, but again, I think that's why I have an issue with this particular movie. Saw it Friday night. You saw it Friday morning, correct?
Yeah, I didn't go to the theater, so
yeah, I don't know how you can do that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch it, especially when you're getting phone calls, which is weird.
That's what makes sense about you and Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard definitely doesn't want to sit in a theater with a bunch of people. He'll rather watch a shitty version of a movie by himself away from everyone than go to the theater.
No, I wanted to, but I really want to work. We got a video intro right now that, I put together, and then I had to put together some other stuff. So, you got to put the work before anything, man. Like, I would have loved to go to the theater, sat there and been disappointed, but instead I decided to be home and be disappointed, but I still got work done. So
I wish I didn't go to the
can't have
theater
everything
because the guy sitting next to me took off his shoes. He had feet exposed in the movie theater.
Okay, what's the reason for that?
I have no idea.
So was he an AEW fan?
I'd hope not, but I was legit like, is he showing feet in the theater?
He's showing racial feet in the theater.
But anyway, I don't know that. See, I'm not gonna let that affect my mood, because this movie, you and I had been hyped for this movie since this pod started. That's kind of why we started to do the show, because we were both diehard fans of the Fast and the Furious movies. That's the thing. Like, people who are right to laugh at me for being so upset about this, about my reaction, my initial reaction. Again, I'm going to try to see it again, see if I feel the same way. Like, much like how when I first saw Batman versus Superman, I was like, no, it couldn't be that bad. When I saw it a day later, I was like, oh, it is that bad. And all these years later, it's still that bad.
Yeah, what did you say? Your shoe promo again?
I'm devastated.
That was hilarious. This man started off with a sign. It was like a sign. It was just like Drake. What song was that? Drake was just like, oh, it was the Meek Mill diss. Then he went straight into it. It was kind of like that.
Vin Diesel. Watch your fucking back. If I see you in these streets when we're eye level, you better watch out.
Bro, I think he tricked us.
It's not that he tricked us. It's that I've always known the Vin Diesel and his control over this franchise. Again, that's why Dwayne Johnson wasn't in this one. That's why they created Hobbs and Shaw. That's why Chris Morgan didn't write this one. He wrote Hobbs and Shaw. Vin Diesel is basically, we talked about this last week off air, or was it on there? The ultimate ego is Vin Diesel. You talk about egos.
Well, he's short in a sense. I know you didn't see that Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy versus last night. In a sense, it's just like Bow Wow, bro, who's in this movie, ironically, and he did promote it. He's the only person that's him and Tyrese, who's the MVP, being Tyrese, and we're gonna get to that. They-
Don't you dare say Bow Wow is the MVP of this movie.
No. I'm saying they're the only two that's promoting this movie.
No, John Cena's promoting this movie for weeks, but posting
John
it again
Cena
on
is because he does the job for everything. He's basically jobbing for Fast 9.
he jobbed in this movie, which we'll get to. I mean, God, I've never been.
But he wouldn't do it for Alex Riley. So he jobbed
because he saw Alex Riley coming. He saw Alex Riley coming for that spot.
So why he didn't? You should know that Dom Toretto has been having that spot for about 20 years now.
No, it's not much as that. I think he came into this movie knowing he was going to have to do the job, and more so of like, I think it could be the double-edged sword. Like, this movie's going to be great exposure for me to do other things in Hollywood, and then Vin Diesel got him to be in this movie. I remember we talked about this before on the pod. That Vin Diesel posted that video when he introduced Johnson. He's like, I'm looking for soldiers of truth and all that. So like Vin Diesel picked him because he's similar to Dwayne Johnson and their history, and they had matches and all that. Except Vin Diesel's like, instead of me going, a split decision with Luke Hobbs, Dwayne Johnson in a fight, I'm just going to be John Cena's ass where this is going to be a squash. And John Cena, again, because he doesn't have an ego. He's a selfless individual, does the job. And that's why I'm pissed. To quote Cal, they made him look like a hoe.
Yeah, and since he was Cesaro, in the alternate universe, he would have been Cesaro in the ring if he would have kept wrestling, probably. This is his Cesaro outing. Like, legit, he took ass. Like, I didn't expect him to take ass whippings.
I know, me too. Like, again, this is spoiler alerts, everyone. Sorry, but you should have seen this movie right now. It's a global phenomenon. Even if you hate these movies, you got to see them. But still,
it made the most money than any movie since Bad Boys for Life. Once again, Bad Boys for Life shouldn't have got nominated for an Oscar.
But also, again, not much has come out in that timeline. Again, Tenet did, but Tenet came out when it was like, you really shouldn't be going out in public still. And Chris Nolan was like, fuck you. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
But you gotta do it in his British accent, even though he's from Chicago.
We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, Mr. Hitman.
Mr. Warner Brothers. We're fucked.
Mr. Warner. Mr. Brothers.
The movie has not made money the first week.
Mr. Washington. Mr. Washington. We're fucked. Mr. Pattinson, Mr. Batman.
You telling the funny thing is, if he actually told that to them, it's like, nah, bro, you're fucked. I got 2 or 3 movies coming out being John David, and Robert Pattinson just gonna troll the fuck out of the director for the Batman that's coming out.
God, but yeah. So John
Speaking
Cena,
of putting people over, there you go.
Yeah, again, John Cena, like Vin Diesel kicks his ass. Doesn't land more than a punch on Vin Diesel in that scene in Edinburgh in Scotland. Go ahead.
You don't play video games once again, so in a sense, it was Killer Instinct. Like, all right, you get one hit on me, but if I can get these combo breakers out on you, I'm marking you out, and that's exactly what happened. Like John Cena did one, he didn't even get the five knuckle shuffle in. He didn't even have a chance to do that. No signature spots.
That's the thing for a guy who knows like to duck when people throw punches. He wasn't ducking; he was just standing there to get hit.
It's like an old school boxer, bro. Like he had Latin boxer. Yeah. I just no defense, all offense, and I'm gonna eat him.
Yeah. But even no offense because he wasn't throwing shit back. He just like picks him up and like runs him through that wall. That's it. And then he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, like some scared bitch. like he's scared, like he's scared of this bald man with all the neck fat in his head. Who's like, my father.
Bro. Okay, I thought I was the only one. He had a Vader neck.
He's always had. That's the whole thing. Like, I know you don't fuck with Bill Simmons, but Bill Simmons and Adam Carolla, when they would talk about these movies, Adam Carolla would be like, I don't know how the hot, right-hand woman, talking about Gal Gadot, like how she'd be attracted to this man with neck fat. Like, you're literally a supermodel and you're throwing yourself at this short guy with neck fat. Like,
no, but
wears cut-off shirts.
He's gotten older, so that kind of happens. So it's there. First of all, he used a gimmick in this movie. You could tell because he's.
I told you. I told you. I legit think there are scenes where they use CGI on his body. 100%.
Point out the scenes, and then I'll probably agree because I'm thinking of the one scene where he had that massive fight, like he was Captain America. You know the scene I'm talking about.
I think there's 3 scenes where you can tell. It's when he goes and sees Michael Rooker's character at the racetrack. For some reason, his shirt looks weird in that scene. Again, when he legit goes like Goldberg against the NWO in the tower, and then at the end when he hands Jacob the keys again because he's trying to get like this. This is where Vin Diesel's a punk bitch. He's like, his reason will be like, I'm going to honor Paul Walker by recreating this scene with someone who's playing my brother because Paul Walker was my actual brother. And like, no, you are an asshole who's trying to. It's some legit like some Triple H trying to be Ric Flair shit. Like, come on, I see you.
All right, so with that scene, first of all, it was a whole for a person that probably has ADHD being me. I was watching it and I couldn't even keep up. All right. I wasn't looking at my cell phone. I wasn't multitasking at that point. It was a lot going on at one time that led to it was like, all right, they was like, fuck it, just throw everything in. Charlize Theron driving a drone. And we got to talk about that as it relates to her character as well. Cause it's like, all right, bro, this bitch ain't gonna die.
I'm here for that though, because I love Charlize Theron. And no woman is like more attractive and like she might be from outer space, like species. Like this is what like the aliens come to Earth and take the form of like a striking woman who like is gonna seduce us and then lay her eggs in us.
Second reference in a year about species, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
But she has like the worst haircuts. Not just in this franchise, in like cinema history.
She got Justin Bieber haircuts.
And this, that's legit, 100%. But I'm not mad that she's still in these movies. I think they could have used her better in this movie. When we do our full review, I'm going to pick apart all the bad stuff. But the stuff that was good, and this is the stuff I kind of wished it was this movie instead, was the young Vin and the young Dom movie. Like, those flashback scenes work. They really should have just gone complete Godfather 2, like Vin Diesel wanted. And like, I wouldn't have been, because again, like the action scenes in this are the weakest that they've ever been. There is not like one good sequence in this movie. It's all shot like, there's nothing creative. It's slow. Like all these chases feel slow.
Because
maybe that's the point. Like I can't drive as fast as I used to, but like it's nothing new. Again, like you flip over a fucking car, but like you flipped over a bus with a Dodge Charger. That's more impressive than what you just did with these fucking magnets. Again, magnets. If anyone saw that bullshit movie called Six Underground, which is made to mock the Fast and Furious movies, the whole point of that movie is magnets. Like that's the big thing in that movie is magnets.
Yeah.
Like this guy, Daniel Casey, I mean, I feel for him, but he just did a shitty job. Like Chris Morgan wasn't coming back because he sided with Dwayne Johnson, and I can't blame him knowing that Vin Diesel's a head case, a creative nightmare. That's why James Wan, who really should have been like the new shepherd of this like franchise, because Furious 7's got the best sequences, fight scenes and chase scenes.
Absolutely, hands down.
And he legit said like it was a nightmare making this movie with Vin Diesel. Like he was keeping me up every night. Like
because creative control. He essentially. So the thing is, his character development and the shoot wise, when it comes to this production, as soon as he became a producer, essentially he just became Triple H.
Yes,
like he just overbooked too much that didn't need to be overbooked. Like it's like you putting too much dip on the chip, which is one of my favorite quotes. Like you're doing way too much. Like that wasn't necessarily needed. If you would have just kept it A, B, C instead of trying to put in D after B, then you wouldn't have this bullshit. That's what essentially it comes down to. So I've heard that before. It's like, why? And then the John Cena casting, even though it's a great casting, it was to spite because you got real life heat with The Rock. It was just to spite him based on something that happened years ago that they don't even have a problem with each other about anymore.
No, I think it's still there because again, the whole point of the end credit scene, you just see Shaw. Granted, it's because Han's back, so they gotta end that storyline. But still, there's no reference to Luke Hobbs. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they don't mention Hobbs at all in this one.
No. What if he's even though you can't get off the character though? Because
this is what I get.
It's a Universal property.
The scene with Helen Mirren. He shows up and she's like, "Are you here for one of my sons? Either one of my sons." So now you got another son because in Hobbs and Shaw, I don't hear you mention the other one. I don't hear you mention Owen Shaw, the best villain of this franchise. We'll get to that when we get to Fast and Furious 6. But so now you got another son. This is what I mean. Where like I know it's like really nitpicky to get angry at and real white boy to get mad about, but it's just like. If you're trying to do all this connectivity, because again, they wrote themselves in the corner with the ending of Tokyo Drift. I mean, the Han dying in Tokyo Drift being the end of Fast 6, which is a smart thing to do. Like, again, Han was alive this whole time, and even though we see him die in this third movie, he's in 3 more. But to go in that post Fast 6 world, really, I was thinking about this yesterday because you said they should just stop at 10. I'm like, the smart thing was to stop after Paul Walker, but then you did have a good story in that. In Fate of the Furious, you did have a good story in terms of like what happens if Dom Toretto went rogue, because you do have to kind of play that card.
No, I understand what you mean booking, because we're speaking on booking mindset, but sometimes a program just needs so that's why we use these words. But for the most part, everybody listens to us have some type of interest in pro wrestling. We would hope so, because that's essentially how this got started. You got to think of it as a booker. It's the same thing with last year and my whole gripe with that Rey Mysterio Seth Rollins angle. It was good. I'm not gonna say it was great in the beginning, but then it was like, all right, you keep going, you keep booking it, and it's like sometimes you can stop. Like legit. When Fast 6 came out, was it Fast 6 or 7 when Paul died? It was 6, right?
7. Furious 7.
Okay, 7. Yeah, Furious 7, which is still one of the highest grossing movies ever. It's still in the top 5 highest grossing movies ever. It was, to be honest, it was mainly because of that. Because you want to see how they closed it out, because people probably thought they were going to close it out. And they should have. That drive with him leaving, you should have just closed the whole series out. Like we could have been good with 7. All right, but then you work yourself in the shoot with 8. Like I understand what you mean about him going rogue, but it's not necessary. And then you get to, because it's just like you keep going and going and going. Everything has to have an end, and if it doesn't have an end, then it's not worth having at all.
But it's also not just Vin Diesel's fault to blame for 8. It's also Dwayne Johnson's, because he's not in 7 because he was making like 4 movies at that time. Yeah, I think he was making like
where some of the heat came from.
Yeah, but it was like he was making like San Andreas, Central Intelligence, and like.
Well, that's where Tyrese heat came. Well,
yeah, in terms of
that's
like
where the heat came from.
Slowing down, but also like I think Vin Diesel's jealous of like that The Rock's taken off, and like this, the only cash that's consistent for Vin Diesel are these movies. Again, like Last Witch Hunter bombed. I mean,
but
Bloodshot,
he's making like
bombed.
some odd $1 million off the Groot. Just saying Groot, he's making money. So if it's about the money, then you shouldn't be worried about
being looked as a star, but really like it's like, can so and so succeed without WWE? Like Vin Diesel really can't succeed without Fast and the Furious. That's why he had to come back.
And this is why we get in 3 more movies. He said the thing is
that's what 8 is. It's really a cash grab to keep. And granted, there's good stories to keep going. Like everyone knew The Rock that Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham had chemistry. So teaming, like having them kind of mend in 8 and then fully team up in Hobbs and Shaw, I'm not mad at it, because that's a good dynamic between them. And again, Shaw, little guy, Hobbs, big guy. It works. It's, we don't get Deckard Shaw without, Hobbs and Shaw, which all time name.
Man,
Which
yeah.
I think every movie has a good thing, like the whole you don't know you didn't know shit about dad, like
Which is stupid as fuck. I'm like, bro, he's older than you. I don't understand. I still don't understand that line. It's like he's older than you. He was fixing cars before you. I don't get where that came from. That's when continuity was kind of thrown out the window. I was like, huh?
Really, it's to lead on that he was that Dom was probably more self-centered, which makes sense given that it's Vin Diesel. But
yeah,
or that Jack Toretto entrusted more in Jacob to tell him that we're in debt and this is what's going to happen and this is what you're going to do. I mean, again, that's what I did like the young flashback story part of it. The casting's kind of like hilarious because this guy playing young Vin Diesel, young Dom Toretto, is like legit taller than Vin Diesel, and they had to go and get Finn Cole from Animal Kingdom to play young John Cena, and this guy is like my height. And he's supposed to shoot up and be John Cena. Like, I don't know how old he's legit supposed to be because I was trying, like, it says 1989 when the race starts. So I'm like, all right, Dom's locked up for 2 years. So 1991. Flash forward 10 years to 2001, 2002. He's 31, 32 in the first one. Oh, there goes the timer. So we're going to be stopping soon. But like I said,
we're going to do a 2-part review because
again, this was just to give the people, again, just a taste, as the drug dealers say, like
of what when we really get in depth about the movie, because I got a lot to still say about Han and his baby face comeback. I got a lot to say about Letty and her burial.
So they buried Han. Letty,
Letty.
Michelle Rodriguez in this movie is like,
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
She's like sleepwalking. It's passionless.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally like, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Like, without the intangibles of Marshawn Lynch actually doing work. She's just like,
and as you said, like your guy, Tyrese, I got to give him credit. Like, he showed up in this movie and he is a star by far.
Because he made the most sense. Like, if nobody likes these movies, just watch this one so you can hear him say, bruh, fuck all this. Like, it's like he cut a shoot. He's just like, you ever think about like how we're still alive after all this?
That's why I hated it, because this guy Daniel Casey comes in and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna write the self-aware version of Fast and Furious. Like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here with that bullshit.
I understand what you mean by that, but he did ask the right question. Like, bro, do you ever think like, how do we get this
because
far?
if you're gonna do that, then like, why isn't Brian O'Connor here? Oh, he's protecting the kids. You mean to tell me that this guy wouldn't show up side by side with his wife to fight against his brother-in-law's actual brother, a man that treated him like a brother? No. So don't play that. And again, and I know it's a nice little thing at the end, attack on the skyline driving up to the house, but don't do that to me. Don't play that card. That's legit cheap pops. Come on, don't do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then they did say, well, Brian is watching the kids. Well, finally, because the last movie, didn't they say something like in Fast 8? Yeah, he's on vacation or something like that.
No,
yeah,
Fate of the Furious, when Dom turns rogue, they're like, we gotta tell Brian, and then Letty's like, no, him and Mia, they're out of this. We can't bring this to them.
But then cut to Fast 9, she just, you know what? I'm here. And she had nothing to do with anything. Like, literally, she's
not even really in the flashback scenes. That's the funny thing. It's like they show her when they show like the young versions of themselves at the street race when like young Vince, young Letty, and young Mia. It's hilarious because the woman playing young Letty is now built like Michelle Rodriguez at all. I was like, you are fucking nuts to think that woman grew up to be Michelle Rodriguez. Like,
all right, so.
You saw that, right? That woman was like, her lower body was completely different compared to Michelle Rodriguez just 10 years later.
No, like, she was in shape.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking about
young Vince had me dying though, because he had the tank top, he had the mesh tank top.
The little bro. He dressed like the Pog dude. I keep trying to tell you. PAWG. I swear, bro.
I was dying. That I feel like that was just for us. But again, like in the reports last week were, they're gonna make a young Dom movie. Like they should just made that this. Like they really should have treated this like the first hour and a half of Endgame. Like no action, all story, all filler. I know you hate Endgame, but you got to admit, like what makes Endgame work for that beginning half is that it's setting up the giant finale. I feel like they should just told the Dom Jacob story and then have like a giant set piece at the end and then set up like Dom versus Jacob in Fast 10. Then he flips at the end of Fast 10 or the beginning of Fast 11 to team up with his brother. Because that's the thing, like the John Cena heel to face turn was just too damn quick. Everything's just too rushed, but we'll get to it. We're at 25 minutes right now. We're going to get started on our Too Fast, Too Furious review. So for the next 5 minutes, we're just going to kind of chat about some bullshit while you can queue up Too Fast, Too Furious on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, get it queued up. I'm at 0.03, so Banks get all queued up as well.
I'm already here.
Okay, but yeah, I mean,
as soon as we were talking mid promo, I was like, I'm already here. This is one of my top 5, top 10 favorite movies ever. This is my favorite one, so I'm excited for this one.
Go into detail about that. I gotta plug my laptop in real quick, but go into detail why it's your favorite, besides the Tyrese and John Singleton connections, because those are obvious and those are what makes this completely different from the first and the third.
And the Paul Walker connection. I want to know how they build chemistry, because it's like instantly, it's like, all right, we in for this. Like this would not work if Ja Rule was in there because of his voice as well. This worked out perfect because it's one of my favorites. Like they already established character development in the beginning. Like, bro, we was already here. I ain't going back to Barstow is one of the lines we'll get to. They talked about how they grew up together.
That's probably what we're gonna call the episode.
I ain't going back. No, nobody should ever go back to Barstow. The funny thing is they never went back to LA. And ironically, Tyrese never went back to LA. He lives in Atlanta. So that tells you everything about people from LA. It's like once we leave, don't forget. They
went back to LA in the 4th, and then and Furious 7. Remember,
they went back, but they didn't stay.
But again, they're constantly on the road. So
I always go back home. I never stay. Hardly home, but always repping.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that. That's fair enough.
Yeah. So it's like, but this one is probably my favorite one based on how I first saw it. So when it came out in 2003, saw it on bootleg. I think the last one I said I saw on VHS. Too Fast, Too Furious I saw on bootleg. My mom bought I remember it vividly. It's that front cover of the movie, but it's like printed out. If you ever see the bootleg, if you ever see the bootleg cover for like the DVD covers for bootleg movies, it looked exactly like that, but it was like that whole like bleach look, so to speak, or it's like darkly printed.
It's like a badly printed T-shirt.
Yeah, so I remember that vividly when I think she had it. I think I asked for it or she had it. Either way, but we had it. I watched it, and I was like, I think I watched it that whole week it came out. Just before Stream Kids, I think I watched that like damn near every day, if I'm not mistaken, when it first came out. And I remember when we'll get to that scene too, when they jumped the bridge in the beginning, and all you hear is the crowd in the movie theater yelling, but it fades out because people had cameras literally in the movie theater setting up. I don't know how they got away with that. Some people I know used to actually hide them, and then you'll just hear the camera being tucked away, and then you'll see it under.
Yeah, I've had a few copies where you could hear the person go like try to tuck it back in. It's not like how in Scary Movie where she legit has the camera exposed for everyone to see.
Yeah, but I've seen the bootleg of the first Friday, and they didn't give a fuck. The person that was recording it, you hear all the laughter, you hear all the talk. Like the hood movies, you hear everything. But this is, we'll talk about that as we get to the movie as well. Why it's my favorite, but it's just like, no, it's too many quotes. It's way too many quotes. It's the John Singleton feel, except for it's a fun movie, because most John Singleton movies, yes, they're good, but they're very depressing.
And I was about to say it because that was your origin story of how you came to this movie. I didn't see this movie definitely until after Tokyo Drift, I think. or really right before. And I watched it, like USA showed it, and it was like a good, like a full version, like nothing was cut, or edited for TV, really, like from what I can tell. And I would always put it on at this one house my dad had, when it was just me, him, and my brother. And I was like, oh, but I remember a neighbor had the poster on his wall, and I would always look at it and be like, Too Fast, Too Furious. Like, wow. Like, what's that? Wow. And I don't think I fully realized until after watching, like, oh, it's the sequel to this. Like, I always remember when I was a kid, like, I thought movies were real, or like the actors were the real people. And it wasn't until like I saw George Clooney in Spy Kids that I'm like, oh, hey, that's Batman. Like, oh, so they play different. Oh, it's not real. Oh, okay. That's like, I think it's from watching wrestling. I think wrestling's real, so this stuff must be real.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm probably gonna be like, oh, the jetpack's like, so when can I get my jetpack, Dad? Like, my dad's like, you fucking idiot. Oh,
yeah. I haven't seen Spy Kids in years, bro. Since probably like 03, 04.
But also, to be fair, I also was the kid who had like kindergarten when they asked us what you wanted to be when you grew up. According to my dad, I was like, I want to be a ninja, and my dad was like face palm, like, oh,
what the fuck did I do?
well, he was showing me like American Ninja and shit like that, so it's not my fault. I'm watching Jackie Chan Adventures and Ninja Turtles,
right?
But,
like, let me watch Love and Hip Hop, Dad.
But yeah, so I saw this on TV on cable. And again, not like an HBO MAX or show. It was just I knew it was coming up because I saw like the commercial when Raw was. It must have been when I DVR'd Raw. My dad DVR'd Raw. I'm like, oh, I got to make sure Dad, can you record Too Fast, Too Furious for me? And my dad was probably like, don't watch this bullshit, like, because as I said last week, he hates these movies. And wait till I tell him that I didn't like Fast 9. He's gonna be like, I've been telling you that for years that they were bad.
Oh, you should try to get him to watch it with you.
Oh God, I couldn't pay him. I will legit have to have like a kid in order for him to do that.
Dude, I think he'll actually like this one because it proves his point. That's why, even though he's off on his point, this one will probably make him say, see, like you just said, he'll be like, see, this is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. But all right, so if it's all queued up for you listeners, thanks. And when I say 3, hit the play button. So 1, 2.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Okay.
Because my shit went on sleep mode. So.
Oh, technical difficulties. Please stand by.
No, I'm at 4 seconds. So.
Okay, that'll work. And press play now. So again, Universal, which when we do that review, again, I tweeted that list. Universal, your first one up. Again, you're the easy target. It's not your fault really, but I ain't forget about you, Universal.
Do you know the song that's playing in the background, Davis?
No, but this isn't. Actually, Fam said this a couple of weeks ago. He said that they only really made this movie for the soundtrack.
You know what's crazy? I never listened to the whole soundtrack, but I remember vividly when this song came out during the summertime. No, it was before the summertime when this song came out. It is called Like a Pimp, made by David Banner featuring Lil Flip, as he's called in Houston. A great song, great video. That whole album was fire.
So already we kind of got a different feel. This is getting right to the chase in terms of like street racing, because that was the big takeaway from the first one. Oh, street racing, like the underground phenomenon, street racing. And like this, like the first one made like street racing kind of like, you got to do this. Everyone got into it. Like, again, like you said last week, fixing up Honda Civics, juicing them up, fucking getting spinners and spoilers, all that. Hydraulics. And
I'm
everyone
highly upset
to Ludacris.
That Ludacris never said, yeah, I'll go ahead and then I'll tell you what I was mad about.
No, go ahead, because
he didn't say move, bitch, get out the way. Not one
I
time.
know. I mean, in like 5 minutes, Devin Aoki's character says "move, bitch" when the guy's in front of her, but it's not like get out the way in terms of like a clever wink, wink. But
What happened to her?
I kind of looked her up. I think she just had a family. There's my guy Michael Ealy, who I always say should kind of been like a bigger star. I always liked Michael Ealy.
He was all right. I liked him and Think Like a Man.
Yeah, Think Like a Man. He's good. Barbershop as Ricky, obviously.
How you know his character in Barbershop?
See, there you go, questioning how you know about that. Like,
What do you mean by
But-
that?
funny enough, I was watching Insecure today because, again, as I said earlier, hint, hint, we got something special coming up with that with a very, very special guest.
Yeah, I got to finish that up too before we get there. I'm on season 3, so 2. This dude right here, the Puerto Rican man.
Amari Nolasco. Yeah, he's always the Hispanic Latinx guy in movies. Transformers, Benchwarmers, Prison Break. He was on. Yeah.
He was in a short-lived show in 2010 where they dressed up like
Yep. They dressed as women. Work it. Yep.
Yeah, like I didn't understand the concept of it. They worked in the office just like
It was
women.
a modern take of Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks, where they. It was a Tom Hanks show. It was like his first big break for Tom Hanks. It was like the first thing that got him notoriety. It was a show where him and his best friend and roommate, they had to dress up as women to live in this certain apartment, and like the theme song was by Billy Joel. It was the oh god, what is it? God, I know it's like got a call from the west. Leave me alone. Dun, 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 dun. If you know Billy Joel, do you like Billy Joel by chance?
He's all right.
Okay. I mean, I think he's all right too. Yeah, it's not like a bit like. And right now, see, we got Ryan O'Connor and his Silver Skyline left-handed just style. Like he's driving like he's in Britain in the ends.
What are you gonna do, Davis? Act the fool. Act the fool.
And see, this is already like, okay, this one's different because Brian's the man. Brian's the man in this one. Like they made him Dom. They made him Dom Toretto of this world. Again, it's in Miami. That's the whole change. Because in sequels, you have to do something different. Different directors for. I think that's why my problem with Fast 9 is what it was. As much as I admire and like Justin Lin, I don't think they should have brought him back. It was It's like when X-Men brought back Bryan Singer. Like, no, we need someone with fresher ideas who's not just going to give in to demands. But let's not go in that direction.
Where was Dom Toretto during his time?
And in Mexico still. Mexico or the DR.
Mexico. That's more so his thing. I think this whole time he's been Mexican in the franchise.
Well, that was the thing about, again, we're getting back to Fast 9. When Cypher looks at John Cena, Jacob Trotto, she's like, your chin, it's
Spoiler.
Nordic. It's Nordic. So it's like, no shit. It's Nordic.
I think John Cena is supposed to be Cuban in this movie. The Fast 9.
No. It's legit. Like, they're either half brothers and they don't want to fully say that or something.
Of course, because it's Vin Diesel. No. I think I'm half of what John Cena is.
That's why I said that casting never made sense. Like, no people have looked less like brothers than those two.
He's trying to hide the blackness, brother. He's doing a Paula Abdul. You know
ANC,
Paula
right?
Abdul is.
Oh my god.
Sweet
Didn't
Keanu
Keanu Reeves say Paul Abdul?
love me forever.
I know Emilio Estevez used to, but I thought Keanu Reeves did as well.
Emilio, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were married or engaged.
She went to the Matrix to hide her blackness. Ain't that a bitch?
But as you see here again, like they're shooting Paul Walker like a star. Like, all right, they're like Vin Diesel's gone. Paul Walker is going to carry this franchise into the future, and unfortunately, that didn't happen. There's Ava Mendes, aka Ryan Gosling's baby mama.
I don't understand. Some things just don't make sense in life.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? It shouldn't have been me. Not him.
Okay. Back your asses up. Back up. Back up.
You see those clothes that he's wearing? That's what we were wearing back then. And Ludacris is like your height as well.
No. Oh, should I?
No, Luda is like 5'7", bro. You can see right there, like without the Apple box, like, well, he never really used the Apple box in the franchise, but you see right there, like, bro, look, tiny tyke. I'm kind of jealous, bro. If y'all short people, I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
Yeah,
You're the only person to ever say that. And see right here, like, I don't think John Singleton's ever made anything like this chase scene, and it makes me wish he did, because he kind of has a knack for it.
Yeah, he doesn't do chasing. Like I said, I could tell he really had fun with this movie, and it's less depressing. This is the most less depressing thing he's ever done. Because
the most lively movie he's ever made. Yeah.
Yeah, because everything else, well, you know, it was Spurts and Baby Boy, but I don't think they were supposed to be funny. Those scenes were supposed to be funny.
You mean when they beat the guys who jumped Jody's ass?
Now that shit is fucking hysterical. And then he got his ass, but then they made it depressing because the kid got his ass beat in the park and he was having PTSD about him beating his. That movie's fucking dark. I hate that movie. Bro.
Oh, no, yeah, 100% it's dark. It's not supposed like it's a John Singleton movie, like you just said.
Like when I tell people they like name your scariest movies you ever seen, I'm like Baby Boy and Why Did I Get Married?
See, I just saw I've never seen Why Did I Get Married, but I saw the clip that's been circulating on the timeline. And I was the one about him, the dinner scene.
Yeah.
Where they legit like air everything out. Like, I'm like, damn, this man is legit like snitching on everyone.
He better than me. I wouldn't say shit.
But that's funny that you say it, because Gone Girl is like a horror movie to me. It's like, that's why I'll never get married, because I'm not trying to have my wife frame me for her murder.
I don't think we could say that during the race scene, Davis.
What do you mean?
I don't think you were supposed to say that.
Say what?
About you getting married. You're in a situation now where I think that's the next step, but you're gonna drift away like they just did in front of the United. Is it the United Arena in Miami? I think so.
Yeah. United Way.
How the fuck do I know that?
Amway Center. Amway Arena. Because it's American Airlines. That's the thing, because Dallas, that was the whole thing about that finals. It was Dallas was the American Airlines Center, and then the Heat were the American Airlines Arena, which I'm like, how do you get naming rights to like two places?
It's called Wilf.
And right here, coming up.
Yeah. This bridge is we can ask Josh about this bridge, but it's in Miami.
I was about to say, how much of this movie do you know? Because you were calling out the LA spots last week. Can you do you know Florida that well, or no? You don't venture out to Miami that much.
I wish I didn't, but yeah, I haven't been to Miami since December of 2019. I should be there instead.
See, and everyone's like, "Oh man, these movies are fucking. That doesn't make any sense right now. They're fucking jumping out of planes. They legit had a car jump over another car in the second movie. Don't act like the last 5 years shit got escalated."
That skyline, I think, is at Universal Studios too, by the way. Universal Studios Hollywood. Or one of them that they use. Yeah, it was on like a tour when in 2006, before Tokyo Drift came out. They had the cars. Phrase what you just said, even though I know it's in the context of the movie.
Again, everyone's gonna know that we're quoting the movie as we're going along. Again, like this time he didn't blow himself up with the NOS, even though he barely did it last time, but still.
All right.
Well, no, come on.
Just leave it.
Oh, come on.
Just say the NOS didn't work. Oh, that's Jen. I think you were ahead of me by a couple seconds.
I am. Like I told you, I hit rewind and then fast forward on accident. Let me press it one time. The HBO Max rewind's a bitch.
It is. and I got a fire stick. So apps are trash.
Oh yeah,
except-
so you're in legit hell. Yeah,
yeah. I got impact.
Fire sticks are the devil.
Yeah, because that's the only way I can watch Impact Wrestling as far as like the archives and all that shit. Because I got that app and yeah, it's trash. So should I press pause so you can get to this?
No.
bridge
Go
yet?
ahead. Go. No, again, like I was watching the first 40 minutes before we started. It's all good. Again, Brian O'Connor, great man, honorable man, truly an honorable man, gives Tej a percentage of his winnings. Mutual respect. Again, like he said, he wanted the money and the respect. So sure, this man might have like turned Roman Pearson, but still, he learned from that. He didn't want to do it; it just happened. And it's not like he turned him in. He just, didn't tell me he was a cop.
That's his man.
Again, like I said, that chase scene. I was looking it up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
John Singleton wanted to treat it like how they did the scenes in Top Gun, and it's very kind of close to like how they shoot the dog fights and the jets flying in Top Gun. So, John Singleton, I think he could have had a career as a blockbuster filmmaker.
He could have, but he decided to make art.
There's nothing wrong with that. Again, choosing. I think this was a paycheck movie for him, but nothing wrong with that. You gotta
always
get
have
paid
to do
every.
that.
You gotta get paid every once in a while.
Yeah, if Gary Gray did it for Fate of the Furious, and if I was him, I'm like, I need at least five.
He had done an Italian job before that.
No, but that was the real paycheck movie, Fate of the Furious. Like, you got to give me at least 5 to do this bullshit. He definitely, as a person who does art, does filmmaking, I'm like, I read the script, I need at least 5. Where are you right now? Because I think we're at the same time.
15 minutes in. The cops are chasing him right now.
Okay, we at the right spot.
Okay. I thought so. I was just double checking. And there's my guy, James Remar, who was Raiden in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
What else was he in?
He's on Dexter as Dexter's dad. If you ever watched that. I only saw a few episodes, but he was great as Dexter's dad. But he's in the opening scene of Pineapple Express. He's the guy at the eye patch, the soldier, the general of the eye patch. Illegal.
Illegal. Talking about weed.
Yeah. After Bill Hader's like, burp, 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 I feel like butter. No, a big old pile of flapjacks. All right, right now they got him locked up. I know you're Brian O'Connor from the LAPD. Yeah. There he is, Michael Jordan's dad.
God damn it.
What?
No, I'm damn near exactly where you at. I'm at 17 minutes.
Oh, yeah. No, it's all no, yeah. We're pretty much at the same, yeah.
Yeah, just the shit. Are you where they're interrogating or not interrogating? Where they
they're giving him the briefing?
Him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We there. All right.
Yeah. Carter again. So they got Cole Hauser, who I think is like a legit white man, to play an Argentinian Cuban.
Same shit.
Wow.
Come on, man. Just South America.
No,
Europe
Cole Hauser was part of the entourage in Good Will Hunting. No way you're going to tell me that this man is Cuban. He's part of the.
No, he's definitely Cuban. There you go. Let's solidify it. Let's move on. And it's in Florida. Come on, bro. He's Cuban. Michael Jordan's dad. Hey, bro. He on some show right now. We disrespected this man.
No. I checked. I checked. He's retired. Tom Barry is retired.
What was the last show he was on? Because I keep seeing a promo about it, even though the show was apparently over.
Well, no, he was on Cold Case for the longest time.
So maybe that's it.
Yeah.
We just keep calling him Michael Jordan dad. Like,
that's what he is, though.
He was on Cold Case. I feel you. We know him as Michael Jordan's dad. I feel like the older people be like, you're his character's name on Cold Case.
Will Jeffries was his character's name on Cold Case. And I used to watch Cold Case. So,
bro, you 26. Why are you watching Cold Case?
My mom had control of the TV.
I would have told her to turn that shit off.
I wanted to.
I would have took an ass whooping and said, turn that shit off. By saying shit. I am of 13 years. I want to watch fucking Dragon Ball Z or something.
Didn't have cable. I had the antenna, so it was like cold case or reading books. I'm like, damn, I don't want to read these books.
I wonder if this is actually out there in Barstow. I've been through Barstow plenty of times. First of all, they make it look like Mad Max Fury Road.
I was
I'm here
about
to
to
tell
say,
anybody, it looks just like this. I don't know if this is actually Barstow, but trust me, it looks damn near exactly like it.
this, yeah.
I would do Destruction Derby.
I was about to say you probably would do one with a demolition derby.
Yeah, I think I'll do it. He don't have a helmet on, but he got a big ass head. So
Yeah, I was about to say that. Remember he
big
says
forehead.
that they say that in one of the Fast and Furious movies.
about the big forehead, wasn't that
Yeah.
Fast 6? At the
I think
end
it
scene
is.
at the house, that scene that was improv, and he had no comeback to the Rock. He better than me.
Yeah. He's like, I'm that big ass head. And like Tyrese was legit crying on set, probably like,
Yeah,
what
and I would've
more
got
do
on.
you want from me?
Keep the camera because I'm about to roast this motherfucker up, bro.
So right now, a great introduction to Roman Pierce. Like he's
Young
legit
Tyrese.
a killer at the demolition derby.
Yo, he's never had hair.
I was about to say, like and both like he's aged, but like not in a bad way. Like and he's aging like slowly, like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like we can tell you're aging, but you don't look like you're getting old.
Yeah, he's fat. I'm like, he's just fat now,
Well, he's 42. He'll be 43 this year.
which is crazy. I had to keep remembering that he's 42. It doesn't feel like it.
Right now, all right. So here's what happens if you and me ever got in a fight. Because you and I are Brian and Roman.
No, it wouldn't. I love you, Davis, but no, it wouldn't.
You're saying I'm not gonna get you in a fucking chokehold? with my
No,
jujitsu
sir.
skills?
No, sir. I had PTSD. Somebody tried to do that before to me in a fight, and I warmed them motherfucking ribs up. I don't like chokeholds, bro. That shit fucks with me mentally.
See, that's the funny thing.
But
He calls them
at least he ducked that shit. He did the little
boom,
move.
takedown. Yep, he does the takedown and then boom, like straight to guard.
Steven
I told you,
Seagal
like,
was somewhere smiling.
I told you right after Fast and the first one, Paul Walker was like legit taking jujitsu. It's like I gotta show people I can defend myself because Vince was kicking my ass.
Bro, but don't grab somebody's neck when you in the
He was
fight,
like, "I'll choke
bro.
you. I'm gonna choke you."
I'll choke your fucking head.
And then he gets him in the Roman Reigns, Kyle O'Reilly guillotine chokehold.
Which actually, if it's done properly, yeah, that shit could be lethal.
Yeah, no, because you could see he had him, and Roman was gonna be fucked until you let him go. Like, God damn, I gotta put this controller away from me. I'm fucking this shit up.
That's on. Where are you right now? And because once again, it's HBO Max. Like, if you press anything on your remote, it probably jump you to the end of the movie.
It almost did.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was almost halfway through where I was watching before we started.
Because I'm at the 22:33 mark.
Yeah, as soon as this shit stops buffering. But like I said, I was watching it earlier, so I know what's going on. He explains to him why he has the ankle monitor and all that. But in the meantime, I wanted to break down Tyrese's filmography. So again, Baby Boy.
Okay.
No, legit, because like Baby Boy's his breakthrough role. Again, by John Singleton. All right, then Too Fast, Too Furious. Then we get Flight of the Phoenix. You ever seen that?
No, I've
Neither
seen
have
it,
I.
but I'm saying no to that movie.
Oh, okay. And then one of my favorites, Four Brothers.
Oh, that's what. Hey, Mark Wahlberg was going full shoot in that movie.
Yeah.
I heard Victor Sweet was treating you like a house nigga. I said, oh, okay. So the stories are true, Marky Mark.
Marky, yes, because he is Marky
Nah.
Mark at the end of the day.
Bruh, that was a full shoot when he
you
said
don't
house
remember-
nigga.
You ever seen that that clip where Kevin Smith talks about Planet of the Apes? The Tim Burton one?
No, you gotta send it to me though. I forgot Tim
At
Burton
the
did
end-
that movie.
because in Janet Silent Bob, remember they do like a Planet to the Apes callback.
Yeah.
When they have the monkey, and then
everyone was like, brain. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah, and everyone was like, Tim Burton.
Monkey fuck.
Everyone was like, oh, you ripped that off from Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. He's like, I wrote that in a comic book like 2 years before Tim Burton made that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, at the end, because everyone's like, Marky Mark goes back in time, and then everyone laughs like, is he not Marky Mark? Feel it. And people in the audience are dying. He's like, he's Marky Mark. Like, what do you want me to say?
Good
and this is like
vibration.
2003. I'm not going back to Barstow.
All right, I'm a little bit ahead of you.
No, it's all right. But like I said, so Four Brothers, then Annapolis, which is directed by Justin Lin. That's like the second or third movie he made.
I hate that damn movie.
with James Franco.
Yeah, because I hate James Franco.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Then we got Waist Deep. I've seen Waist Deep.
I hate that movie.
Only once. Yeah, it was not good.
The Game was the fucking villain.
Yeah.
He chased after us. Junior! Chased after his son straight up, bro.
It's legit Taken. They made Taken with Waist Deep, and then Liam Neeson was like, I'm gonna do it, but without,
niggas. That was stalking my friend, allegedly. You goddamn liar.
The Take, which I've never heard of. I think it's like a straight to DVD movie. It's got John Leguizamo, Bobby Cannavale, and Rosie Perez.
Yeah, I definitely never seen that.
And then there's I skipped right before that was Transformers, which he's good in.
Everybody's getting Transformer.
Yeah, Josh Duhamel is good in Transformers. You're a soldier. Shia LaBeouf. Before he became a fucking problematic asshole. But Death Race, where he's Machine Gun Joe. He's great in Death Race.
Yeah, I like that movie.
And that's an underrated movie. That's the only good movie Paul W.S. Anderson made because it doesn't have his wife in it.
That's true. He's
somehow
mad he can't do the new Resident Evil movies.
Somehow he didn't find a way to put Mila Jovovich in that movie.
Speaking of somebody that need work, you up here talking about Vin Diesel. I'm like, shit, without him, she not working at all.
That's what I've been said. Without him and Luc Besson, because Luc Besson saw her as his muse, but in a very also like pedophile way. But yeah.
I'm gonna try to steer and drive.
Oh, I've kind of done that.
All right, bro. You actually do it. I'm lying, bro.
Oh no, yeah.
Try to do that shit in LA. Watch what's gonna happen. Fucking car gonna be done.
So yeah, then Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Terrible. We've talked about this before. Terrible.
Yeah, that last scene was like an hour and a half.
Legion. I've never seen Legion. Have you? That's when the angel comes down from heaven and defends the people.
Nah, that doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
That's where Paul Bettany got super ripped for a period.
Used to play Angel. I don't think angels are ripped.
His was. He got ripped for that movie and the movie where he's a vampire that hunts other vampires.
So was he supposed to be a Victor's Secret Angel instead of Victoria's Secret Angel?
Oh God! Good. What kind of dad joke was that? I think it looks like it's Victor's Secret this time, huh? Get it?
Come on.
All right, then we got Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6. In between that, he did El Dorado, which again looks like a straight-to-DVD movie with Daryl Hannah, David Carradine, Michael Madsen. So they got 3 people from Kill Bill in this movie. Steve Guttenberg,
Universe Kill Bill,
Bridget Nielsen.
For the audience right now, Tyrese is walking and he's dressed up like Jaheim, even though Jaheim was out.
Do you want to
R&B scene?
No, but do you want to talk about the fashion in this movie? Just like the fashion in the first one? Like Paul Walker with his West Coast chopper with his West Coast custom shirt.
That's fire.
And Dickie shorts.
What he's him dressed like that, that's definitely like 03, like Valley
white guy
boy
fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, the OC. I will probably dress like that now. The khaki shorts and the West Coast chopper shirt. I might actually get some clothes like that. So that I can do that. But I'm not dressing like Jaheim. Like Tyrese got some moccasins on.
Again, when When
Like,
Dr.
look, he
Dre's
got church shoes on.
and Dr. Dre was like, we wear Chucks, not Valleys, and then Tupac with the, in LA, we live to die. We wear khaki suits. The whole Dickies, West Coast, choppers, and there was an era where white guys that were just wearing like Dickie khaki pants or gray pants, black pants, and then Chuck Taylors.
Yo, why is everybody for the most part clean shaven? Where's your stash at, nigga? You ain't got no facial hair. Everybody got to be clean shaven. That's a requirement.
For who you talking about specifically?
Damn near everybody in this movie.
Nah, the fucking the
Damn
guy with
near
the sunglasses
everybody.
and the man bun has a beard.
No, but I'm saying that's 2 people out of everybody else I've seen in this movie.
No, we just all right. No, now you're just like no, you're not watching. The henchman has a fucking goatee. Come on.
Because he's a henchman. That's like signature for a henchman.
True, but still, maybe John Singleton's like George Steinbrenner. I don't like facial hair.
Well, God rest his soul, John Singleton had no facial hair as well.
But also that wouldn't work because Ice Cube in Boys in the Hood, he's got facial hair.
I'm talking about this movie specific. All right, man. God damn it. All right, they're racing down. I think this is the I-05.
I'd say you've ever driven on this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me double check
People-
to make sure they filmed a majority of this in Florida because that was the thing, like you said about the first one. It's largely 100% LA.
This one had to be in Florida.
Again, fortunately, we're not able to call up Party Next Door to confirm if he actually got to, if we got to see this as a youth.
As a jit, as they say.
I know when he says that, I'm like,
I don't think he's ever seen a Fast and Furious movie. He legit probably just watched soccer highlights as he goes to sleep.
Well, to be fair, he is a soccer expert. Filming was done mostly in various parts of South Florida, such as Miami Beach, 7 Mile Bridge, and Homestead Air Reserve Base.
Okay, that makes sense.
The house was a mansion in Coral Gables, owned by none other than Sylvester Stallone. Wow.
That makes sense because that shit looks haunted.
Hey, right here is when we were filming when I was writing Rocky 4. We were at this very house. Yeah, but
Right,
this is what I mean too, where like Dwayne Johnson was right to talk shit about Tyrese because we got Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, Black Nativity, Furious 7, Ride Along 2, The Fate of the Furious, Black and Blue, The Christmas Chronicles 2, Fast 9, Rogue Hostage, Morbius, and Dangerous. So much like Vin Diesel, Tyrese needs these movies.
He don't need to do shit. He already a legend. The Rock a legend, but he a legend in, well, I guess he a legend in the movie industry now because of the numbers he drew. But come on, bro. Tyrese a legend in 2 sports like Pee Wee Kirkland.
What do you prefer, Tyrese the music or Tyrese the movies?
Yes.
Is that a dream
I'm going with the music.
podcast guest for you?
Tyrese?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of LA slurs and a lot
How
of
do you
LA
like them
things
apples?
Yeah. Driving backwards. You try to do that now. Nah, if Tyrese is on the podcast, it'll be a lot of LA and that. It'll be how CJ and Graham was on. It'll be like that.
Crazy ass white boy. See, this is you and me. This is our origin story.
If you ever drive backwards and I'm on the highway with you, I'm calling the police myself.
Dodge Viper, one of my favorite cars ever.
Yeah, I used to go crazy with that on Test Drive Unlimited.
When you said you want that Hellcat, I want a Dodge Viper still to this day.
This is a shoot. You see the dreads. You see the
little
wicks.
Haiti.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is indeed. This is legit. This is when we definitely need Josh on the pod because his cousins look like
how you speak out my name.
Yeah, exactly. That'll never
Man.
happen because your car be fucked up.
Man, they call me a Yankee. When he said that, I was done. That's our guy. That's our brother. Shouts to Reggae Boy Radio. Banks was just on, so go listen to that. Tap in with the bros.
Please, it was fun. It's just like the group chat that we in for the most part. We just talk shit and they speak in patois and I don't know what's going on.
But again, much like Fast and Furious, it's family. Their family, support family.
Always. Shouts out to BRP. Shouts out to Black Announce Table.
Again, see, that's the thing. Like throughout these movies, I always say it, but like when you watch him, like Tyrese is legit good in them. He just became a meme in the greater sense in terms of like the
I hate you.
But he's actually really good in these movies. Yeah, to take off the shirt. I mean, I guess.
That's the last time he was in shape.
Again, he's got the lower abdomen tattoos. Weird thing for men to get tatted. I know Batista had like the belly button tattoos. Again, just weird things for a
It was
hater.
early 03. It was early like 2000s. Man
See,
was
that thing-
getting tramp stamps too, bro.
Yeah, I know. Weird. Yeah.
When he called the Fonz, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Real funny, Fonzie.
He got a chromed out pistol, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
And then the cops.
And this is when we get to one of the best scenes in movie history after this. I was gonna eat that. So
So legit, we've seen again that Roman Pierce and Brian O'Connor are like fucking. What's a good analogy? Jerry Rice,
Brian-
Joe Montana, in terms of like they back it up. It's their driving skills are legit. Their brotherhood's legit. Again, they got the chemistry. The comedy's there. That I wanted to, that's what I mean. Like the screen test for this. I know John Singleton was like, I want to put my guy Tyrese in it, but the screen test had to been legit for it to actually work.
Hey, we gotta title this "We Hungry."
It's either We Hungry or not going back to bars still. I already said we were gonna title it We Hungry, but
We got to, because this is a shoot as it relates to me. I'm hungry as hell right now.
so am I. Shit.
Yeah, I'm
like, should we press pause right now and then come back? Like, yep.
nah.
I got something to eat.
Yeah, because I'm like, I just had lunch like 2 hours ago, and then I got a
I
snack.
haven't
But
eaten yet. Shit.
y'all got to understand, when you lift weights, you're always hungry. When you do it the right way, kids, ain't no gimmick in my body.
See, I was about to say, man, saw Tyrese and like that's me.
No, I can never get like that. I got a gut, but I'm sexy with mine. They got, oh, that's empanadas. I was about to say, is that pancakes?
No.
The way she eats a grape. I'm sorry. This is a professional podcast. I apologize.
Oh my god. You know, I really didn't pay attention to that until right now. Like, god damn, you're right.
Even as a teenager. Well, that's
Really?
that's when I really was becoming the freak man that I am today. Respectfully and consensually.
Even Mendez, I mean, they bring her back at the end of Fast 5, and it's like, oh shit. And then she's not back. She just had Ryan Gosling's babies, and that was it.
I mean, legend at the bank, I guess.
I also think because what she was in Hitch, she's really good in Hitch.
Oh no, that's an all-timer movie right
yeah,
there.
again, the best Will Smith movie that isn't a Bad Boys movie.
Damn. Okay. You right about that. I was gonna say it, but I was like, all right, let me see what you said.
Yeah, see, this is where again you and I are in sync. Come on, we already know that Will Smith's a fraud. He's tricking everyone. So he ain't tricking us. He ain't tricking us though.
I've been telling people for about a year now. I'm gonna have that conversation.
I've been telling people for like 10 years, like shit.
No, but in the past year, I'm like, all right. I just don't trust anybody that's just always nice, bro. You can't be always nice.
Exactly.
You can't always smile. Like, what you so goddamn happy about? Fucking smiling all the time.
Apollo Crews.
No, but it's different now. That's my guy.
No, now, but before.
Yeah, nah, he used to piss me off. I've always been an Apollo fan, but when he was smiling all the time, he got a beard now. Did he have a beard then? No, he had a beard then.
Not for like the last 2 years of his like baby face when he had a beard, yeah.
I just can't be bald like myself, being me personally, without facial hair. You got to have something, bro. I can't be clean.
But see, this is what you're talking about Tyrese in this movie specifically being bald, no facial hair, but then he gets facial hair as movies go on.
You have to.
If he had come back with a wig, what would you have done?
Where do I get mine?
It's like how Ludacris got the fake abs.
Was that fake?
In that one video, remember?
Oh yeah.
Because
He's talking about Get Back.
No. In like a video that came out like 3 years ago.
That's why.
He had
That's why, bro. I ain't heard
No,
a new
'cause-
Ludacris album in years.
Yeah, that's the thing where like he also needs these movies too.
Nah,
But again, it's like in terms of like to stay
it's
like,
Ludacris.
no, I'm
He
saying like
owns-
in terms of like mainstream relevancy, like you're gonna have like all time cachet. Like you're already relevant for what you've accomplished. Like you could sit back, but like to keep people in terms of like who you are, him and Tyrese, it's like these movies and Vin Diesel.
But you gotta think about people younger than us is like who? Like it's a lot of people that don't know that Roman Pierce created like 2 classic albums.
Yeah, I don't
no,
even
he
know what
has
those
3
albums are.
classic albums.
Same old rogue
What?
doing that stupid shit. That's me and you every podcast. Well,
Yeah,
you
but he
run in
put
your
him in
mouth
a
and tell
headlock.
people.
The fact that he had to leap up to put him in a headlock is kind of funny. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's again, that's me and you. If I had to leap up and put you in headlock, you're gonna do an angle slam halfway through, like what happened with that guy 2 weeks ago. The guy in the parking lot, and you're packing. Pause. Like,
Bruh. The fact that people still bringing that up, and that was 2 weeks ago, bruh. He got to leave his woman.
getting in trouble over a female. That's how you talk. See, this is how you know it's legit in LA.
No, this is Miami.
No, I'm saying legit, like the LA, like that he's from LA is what I meant. Like,
Yeah.
men really, I mean, certain men I think only refer to women as females. Either it's where they're from or their age.
Where we from, we call them females.
Exactly.
And
That's what I'm saying.
disrespectful words.
Yeah.
You know who? You ever heard the song "Y'all Gonna Learn Chinese"?
Oh, fuck.
That's him. That's Jin, bro. That's legit his single. Do you not know that? You think I'm working you?
No,
his
I
song-
think I remember. No, I remember you saying this before when we said that we were going to do this podcast. You're like, and then we're going to, that guy made a song called "You're all going to learn Chinese."
he was signed to Rough Riders.
Yeah, we discussed this before. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Chinese. And what? I said, yo, this is problematic. Even back then. Yeah, I would have been on set acting the fool.
So right now, again, Tej Parker is this guy who runs like underground street racing and jet ski racing in Miami. He owns a shop, but then fast forward to Fast 5, and he's somehow a hacker. And then, but again, to be fair, he's like, I had a life before I met you, O'Connor. So like, this is supposed to be his retirement, is what we're supposed to think in hindsight.
Yeah.
Like him during this period is like he already maybe done some shit for the government, got out, and was like gonna live it up in Miami. Which, hey, who wouldn't?
That makes sense. That's good booking, though.
Especially with Devin Aoki right next to you. Again, I think I saw someone tweet this a couple weeks ago for like the whole like e-girl thing. You know what that is, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, like the girls on the internet with like, my girlfriend might kind of be an e-girl, so I might watch it.
Beg your pardon. If you about to go somewhere dark, leave it alone.
No, it's just like it is just like the girls in like the skirts and it's still like the modern day like goth kind of look, but I think the real kind of version of the e-girl is like being into anime and all that, but like having big tits and
the ones that do Cam Soda.
maybe.
How do I know about Cam Soda?
Wait. What do you speak? Okay, I'm so like elaborate on that. Oh, shit, my girlfriend's messaging me right now.
Yeah, there you go. No. Yeah, so they count $10 bills and $1 bills, and I see one $100 bill in this scene. They are going to sleep in a trailer that's right by the ocean. And then we cut to Jen looking at the car like it's
Legit,
a
my
tracker.
girl
in
just
it.
messaged me as I said she might be an e-girl.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Kill Bill.
And kids, do not go to Cam Soda and spend money, but go to Cam Soda. Don't spend money on tokens.
But the whole point is that the Devin Aoki in this movie with her fashion and her being Asian inspired a lot of white girls
I beg your
who wanted to be Asian and dress a certain way.
I don't know why that's funny. What to be Asian? and just like,
Look, I
nah,
can
she
say
was
this
bad
as
as hell.
oh no, that's the thing, and she was in that that MILFs video that Fergie did like 3 years ago.
Wait, Fergie did music in this past decade?
You mean besides the national anthem?
That's what I'm saying. That's the last thing I seen her in. I didn't know the London Bridges was still going down.
Oh, great song. Used perfectly in Neighbors, which is a phenomenal movie. But when they play that, I'm like, damn, that song's good.
Capasso.
See, that's what I mean in this movie. Mainly probably really problematic now, but hilarious.
Nah, we in America.
Okay,
They'll be like, they'll be cool with that. Yeah, talk about the Latins.
Kiss my ass, putos.
No, this is the best scene in the movie right here.
Que pasa? Yeah, see, that's like, I'm not mad that John Singleton was like, I got a star on my hands. Like, I'm gonna make you a fucking movie star. Like,
yeah, he was willing to take his shirt off too. Same outfit for 2 days now.
Exactly.
No, they treating this like a job. Like, you know what I mean? In the morning they was racing cars, going to pick up.
No, this is still the same day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they made this a job. They got up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
They went to go
Miami.
get the car.
Well, it's Miami. Isn't the sun out like 20 hours out of the day in Miami?
Bro, this ain't no goddamn where they said the North Pole or whatever. So
him just pacing back and forth. That's
big ass sandwich.
That's mine. Oh god, I'm really hungry right now. So,
bro, he smashed sandwiches throughout this whole movie or empanadas.
Remember he says when he says like, doctor told me I got a high metabolism and shit.
Apparently so.
Yeah, she's waiting for the drop. Yeah, again, the plot to this is just a basic cop movie, but that's what makes it work.
Yeah,
it's essentially like Tango and Cash, where I know you hate when I bring up Tango and Cash.
No, but I understand. It's more like basic compared to the first one.
Yeah, but like the plot doesn't matter. It's the chemistry between the two guys.
And that's what showed like damn near every scene they in. Like you don't see Roman without Brian, and then vice versa.
Exactly.
That's what's so great about like it's like damn. So they had to build chemistry being Tyrese and Brian and Paul Walker. Here we go. I take this back. I take it back. This is the best scene.
Yeah, so I was about to say after he finds out so let your man go to LA.
Who told him to say that?
Like hell, dropping hell. I'm gonna hear this, homie. So forget about it, cuz
I want to know who told him to say that.
He did.
Oh, it's improv. It can't be written.
100%.
There's no way you could write that down because it's just out of like it works in the context of the scene, but it's just like, all right, bro. Out of everything else you said, come on, this.
It's getting thick real quick. Who's using thick in that type of way? Like, I got the captions on, so I can. Yeah.
I want to know is they do these scenes multiple times, right? How many times did he? How many sandwich? Yeah, how many takes did he have to eat it?
See right here, his fit's amazing. He's got the Allen Iverson, The Answer sweatband.
He's bro. This is giving me nostalgia. Well, not these two goofies. How they dress? They dress like Night at the Roxbury. But how Tyrese is dressed, that's how we were dressing if you can afford it.
The bandana under the hat and then the sweatband.
50 Cent shit, yeah. Like Ludacris, that's 02, 03 dress for real.
Yeah. You know with earlier he had the Sean John tank top, and yeah, he's got the what is it?
Gold link. Yo, AI is a legend, bro. He had us wearing like sweatbands. We wasn't even hooping.
I see. That's the thing John Cena had me doing, and I was wearing sweatbands, and then they like 2 years later, I was still wearing them. People are like, "Are you cutting your wrists?" Because it was the thing for emo kids, like hide the cuts with sweatbands. I'm like, Are you crazy? Like John Cena wears sweatbands.
They thought she was up here in the room singing, "Now you're dead." Now
Yeah, I
you're
didn't even
dead."
listen to music. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
That's hilarious.
you ain't ready. His shit had to be all improv.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because it was too quick and it was just like, all right, bro.
And it's shit that you like couldn't tell someone else to say without it sounding corny.
Damn, it needs cheat codes.
I was gonna say, like, I've never known how to pronounce it because I've never heard anyone say it. You want to know how I thought it was says? How it was said?
Shay,
Or like an ice.
I might be that. I swear I think it's Anichi though. I might be wrong, but I swear it's that.
Earlier, Michael Ealy had like the full fit. So that's again how you know this is a 2003 movie.
Like it's nostalgia, bro. Yo, he should not be wearing purple.
Oh no, we're not going there. We are not going there. Isn't he? Wait, isn't he on that side though?
No. I ain't even talking about the gang stuff.
Oh, okay.
Even though he grew up in Watts.
I thought he was crip walking in the video where he said that Dr. Dre was got $3 billion for fucking beats.
He probably did more than likely he grew up on that side. I wasn't even talking about that. I was just talking about something else. I was like,
okay.
But I don't think I could say it on this pod with you.
No, you're gonna say the word that Vince says. That word. Oh, okay. That Vince. I thought you were gonna say the word that Vince says in the first one. I'm like, what's purple? No, I'm like, what's purple have to do with that? Like, but again, he's got the purple car, so I get it. It's good. Again, like John Witherspoon says in Boomerang, you got to coordinate.
Coordinate. He looked like Grimace. Doing this
Again, he's got the Michael Jordan gloves too. Michael Jordan wore those when he was when he rides his motorcycle.
You know about his Michael Jordan story, Tyrese?
So you got a Michael Jordan story?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's on his IG page. Last year, he was low-key, he was one of the MVPs during quarantine last year on Instagram. He was posting the most random. I'll never forget waking up in the morning. He posted something that was all like in Islamic, and the video was in Islamic. I was like, bro, what the fuck is I thought my page got hacked. I was in tears when I woke up. Like, that's the first thing I seen on IG when I woke up. I was in tears. And then he was singing Roddy Rebel's song. I forgot which one it is. I know how it goes, but that shit had me rolling. He was talking about this is how you get rid of the virus. And it was like a septic tank, like a heating septic tank or some shit that he bought for his crib. And he was talking about, yeah, you gotta sit in this and sweat it out, and it plays music. That shit had me rolling. He was one of the MVPs, so I'll send you the video where he talked about how he was at Michael Jordan's house, and Michael Jordan let him keep his car.
Oh wow,
one of many cars, but yeah, I think that's the thing with Michael Jordan. This is off topic as a race. If Michael Jordan really likes you, he seems to just give you everything. Like, yeah, you just gonna let me drive your car? Like, yeah, I'm Michael Jordan. Like, if you keep it, somebody's gonna find it. Being the police.
What I was gonna say about this chase, real quick, because it's a good filler chase scene to like keep the action going. I think it also speaks. I think it's also speaks to like the import versus American muscle debate. I think this is kind of showing up Vin Diesel a little bit, like the import, Evos beat the American muscle Dodge Chargers or Mustangs. Like, I think some subtle shade thrown right there. I think, and then Torque is right after this, and Torque famously has a scene where two import cars race, and then the motorcycle races right past them, and then the street plates say cars suck.
I'm here to let you know, depending on what kit you got in that, what is this, Mitsubishi?
It's a Mitsubishi Evo, an Evolution.
It's that one is the 03. I don't know what they got in the kit. And then he has a Chevy, Johnny Tapia from Bad Boys 2. I'm pretty sure, depending on if they got the default kit, and
no, Johnny Tapia is Johnny Tapia is the villain, right?
And Bad Boys 2. I know, but this dude looks like him. That's what I'm saying.
No, but he's in something else where he's God.
And he's Johnny Tapia. I know what movie you're talking about, I think, but I call him Johnny Tapia.
Yeah, but no, he's in another movie as like a henchman / like someone's.
I don't give a damn what he does because I think I know what movie you're talking about. I could look it up. I still call him Johnny Tapia.
Some pretty bad early CGI right here with the front bumpers.
But a Chevy is gonna beat that car.
Oh, 100%.
Default kit on both cars, the Chevy's gonna beat the car. American muscle cars are better. I hate them because the fuel gauges, like it takes up way too much gas, but I like the engines are always better.
Get to walking, Fabian.
He still got them fucking pants on. This Michael Jordan pants. Maybe that's why Michael Jordan invited him to the house. Because in 2002, he was dressed like Michael Jordan. Well, Michael Jordan now.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jordan
was dressing like that back then. Remember, he had the all denim fit at a fucking baseball game. Again, that's how you know that man's a psychopath.
I know, but still.
It's a Oasis in here, bro.
That's where I need to be. The whole Oasis.
I was about to say. What do you think, real quick, back to Fast 9, of John Cena's employer, the evil German guy who we didn't need in the movie at all, having women from the ends really having like the all-white party with hot British women? Like, what were you doing in that scene?
It shouldn't have been me.
I knew it. When I saw that, I knew immediately, like, this is Banks's dream right here. Women, Britain,
in the UK,
and they're dressed in all white.
No, they didn't have to be in all white. I would have preferred all black, all blue, all red. I really don't give a damn about the color. I just need to be in the country right now. That's it.
So right now, Brian's telling the origin story of him and Roman, how it went down.
Just be
again, Brian
simping. He stayed telling females everything.
Because he knows. Again, he's a Paul Walker, good-looking guy, and already knows
he's got him every goddamn thing. Like, damn, bro.
No, but I mean, you already know you're falling for him. But wait, when he gives you his sob story, it's like fucking fish in a barrel.
And Roman like, man, here you go with that bullshit.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend is here, and you about to get us killed. We supposed to be working for him.
But yeah, Eva Mendes, Jordana Brewster, they see this white boy, this Aryan, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy just walk up and like, God damn. Like,
the problem is he keeps simping, he getting them in trouble. But Roman already established that, bruh. He already established that. Like, you keep getting us in trouble for simping. And then this is when they bring in Stuart Little. I'm jumping ahead, but yeah.
No, but again, yeah, and the cop is famously Mark Boone Jr., character actor. Most famous role is Batman Begins, where are the other drugs going?
I was about to say that. That's where I remember her from the most.
Which someone had the best tweet of all time where they were like, I actually did want to know, where were those other drugs going? To this day, we still don't know.
What's going on tonight? I might watch Batman Begins.
I think it's on Netflix or HBO MAX. It's on something.
I believe I have it another way.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
But I am watching this on HBO MAX.
Oh, okay. Again, this is to show how evil the villain really is. Even though compared to like who's more evil, would you say, with this method of torture? Carter Verone and Stuart Little, or Johnny Tran with the oil?
Johnny Tran.
Okay, I agree.
Bro, it's oil.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what the semantics come if it's just in your mouth. Pause. But it's just like, bro, I'm pretty sure you can't just gargle it and spit it out, like, or with water or mouthwash.
It's like the cinnamon challenge.
I know you tried that shit.
Yeah, because I'm like, this shit's easy. Then as soon as I tried, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. I'm telling your pops. I know he probably was like, God damn, this kid is an idiot.
No, that's when he was. That's when I was still in California and he was here. But my brother and his friends were making a big deal out of it, and I'm like, "You guys are pussies. Let me try this shit." And they're like, "No." My brother's like, "No. Watch. You won't even be able to do it." And then I was like, "Fuck out of here." And then I tried. I was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, the cinnamon, bro. Grounded cinnamon. This dude in here, man. This villain was kind of mid. I ain't gonna hold you.
Carter Verone? Yeah, he's the weakest villain by far.
Because Roman up here punking him, I'm like, man, I don't
Legit,
care what
that's the whole.
about.
Legit, they could just like beat his ass and arrest him, but they gotta catch him in the act. Is the whole thing.
Like, come on, bro. Like, he dressed like Tommy Vercetti from GTA Vice City in the 2000s. He only got two henchmen, bro. You're supposed to be a crime boss. You got two henchmen.
Yeah, exactly.
And they both look like alcoholics. Like, we can mark them out.
But again, the whole thing is that Customs is trying to get him because he imports, exports. But yeah, no, he by far is the weakest. And that's what I mean when people try to say, like, the GQ put out something, someone wrote it, that saying that this was the best one. I'm like, this isn't the best one by far.
Yes.
Okay, that's just because you have a Tyrese bias and John Singleton bias, which
I
don't mind. I respect it.
After the watch, we got to put it in order or on our list. If
we've already said, and we've already said once the Fast Summer is done, we'll have the official rankings. And I'm telling you right now, Fast 9, bottom of the list.
This is my top 3. Probably top 4. Just because of the bullshit.
No, just because you like the bullshit and you like to troll. And again, Manny, you're my guy. You know you're trolling by saying that's the best movie you've ever seen. Come on. Even though Manny doesn't listen, I know Manny's troll. Manny likes Spider-Man 3. Come on.
Manny is New York, man. What does that have to do with anything?
And I ain't gonna lie, rats do freak me the fuck out, but oil would still be more terrifying.
Man, slap the shit out that rat.
No, that's why. One time a rat bit me and I was like fucking terrified after that.
Oh no, okay, I understand. It had no rabies or nothing, right?
No.
What if this motherfucker got rabies?
Might have been a mouse, whatever, but either way, it was just like I was like fucking terrified. And I was super young too.
Okay. I haven't seen this movie in a while because I knew I haven't seen it in a while just in general, but then when you said we're doing this, I was like, all right, there's no reason for me to see it. Bro, looking at it now, this should not scare y'all. This type of first of all, I don't even know if the rat should still be alive after this. But the fact that they this scared, yeah. That motherfucker should be barbecue. But the fact that this scared them is hilarious to me. Looking at it now. Out of everything, he has done nothing. He ain't put no gun on him. He don't have no bombs. He only got 2 henchmen that's probably alcoholics. He ain't got none of that shit. But this scared them.
Well, the whole point, I remember that this guy's a cop. So the whole point of this method of torture is like he's supposed to harm him without everyone knowing he's been harmed. It's like his shirt's going to be covered. If he showed up to work with like a missing finger, everyone would know he's a dirty cop.
Bro, but why does this scare them? A rat probably
I mean, for them to be terrified, I agree. Again, like Brian got to see what Johnny Tran did in person. Just said, like you saw something that was way worse where someone was literally drowning from oil and you're seeing a guy just getting kind of scratched up. Though, I mean, the idea is that the rat's going to claw into him, but come on.
Exactly. To escape that heat, but still, this scares them. Like, they petrified. Like, Roman was talking all that shit. He's the most scared.
I mean, I wonder if
Brian probably scared his eyes. It's huge.
I wonder if there was a mandate for something that wasn't so extreme. Because, again, this is a PG-13 movie. And I don't think waterboarding, because it at the time was very divisive with George Bush and Iraq, Afghanistan. So I think they had to come up with like a torture device again that, like I said, where I can't give anything away that this guy's a dirty cop if he goes back to his job and everyone's like, what happened to you, chief or detective? Like,
I got rats in my apartment. Motherfuckers bit through my stomach because I'm fat. The rat said I'll make him bleed. There you go.
And see, this, I mean, like this movie has a good 45 minutes. Then it kind of just like coast this last kind of 20 minutes.
Do that either. This is problematic in 2021. He's grabbing a woman. He kisses her. He's holding on to her face.
I mean, you've never.
No, sir. Let's be you know, sir. I keep my hands to myself unless they say go. This motherfucker almost called me Ike Turner.
You seen the way she?
All right, go ahead, freak man. Say some shit right now.
No.
You already got the text message and got in trouble.
No. Shut up.
Right, go ahead, say something.
Pack it with crazy Tanya. You went out her after I did. I couldn't let her go to waste.
More character development. I feel like that was improv too.
Yeah, crazy ass Tanya. Remember they tell the story in a Fast Five where he's like, just like in your type, like no niece and niece in prom.
Yeah.
Knocked her down twice.
Yeah, in the other movies, I wish they would have more of that, but it was too serious. And Vin Diesel was like, "No, it's about
no."
My
They always had a good in the rest in Fast Five and Fast Six. So remember in Fast Six after they fight the Psycho Ranger versions of them, and he's breaking down their photos like, so there's obviously Dom. This one's me based on how he looks. Oh my God, Brian, when did you do modeling? Because it's the blonde woman.
Yeah, but no, I just wish they had more of those scenes like they did in Too Fast, Too Furious. But
God
I mean,
damn,
obviously, so many other characters.
Eva Mendes showed up to set that day, hair wet, shirt tied, like fucking good.
Why was she wet again? Phrasing.
And these again, like you said, like these bozos.
You're like, bruh, you keep getting us in trouble.
Again, a whole lot of Pepsi in this movie, a whole lot of Pepsi product placement. I don't blame him for that. Cut the check.
So they CM Punk fans.
Ah, we go in there.
Always.
Look in my eyes.
No.
What do you see? Cult of
think-
personality.
Did all that just to get a song. A great song. Did all that bullshit. He ran around, did a bunch of nothing. He tricked y'all.
Nope. Better than Bret Hart. Said it yesterday, which y'all will be hearing soon, but it's a fact.
I don't listen to nothing I do. For the record, I'm definitely not listening to that because I hate my voice. And I just don't want to hear myself. Why do I want to hear myself talk when I talk to myself all the time?
Y'all got on silk shirts, looking real Miami.
Bro, he's dressed like Poetic Justice, which is hilarious.
Oh, Tyrese?
Yeah.
Nah, Tupac was dressed in like how guys dress now. A hoodie, black jeans.
I didn't say which character. Aha.
Oh, you mean the other guy? Who's the other guy?
Which character.
Who's the other guy in Poetic Justice?
Chicago, but Chicago he was dressed more so like the henchman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying that Tyrese is dressed like a character in Poetic Justice. I didn't say who.
I know you ain't saying Janet Jackson.
I didn't say who. But they are just like Chicago. They instead of having a brush, they got guns though.
She said she looked like Janet Jackson. She told you
Freddie
that?
Jackson. This is like Freddie Jackson.
I'm gonna call you.
But if you come back, I ain't gonna call you.
Now if you come back,
I ain't gonna call you. Ooh, what's up? Not a damn thing.
put the gun down. Again, Brian and Guns. Put the gun down, Dom. Put the shit down.
It's that whole like standoff. I forgot what movie character used to do that a lot. I feel like it was like Harrison Ford or somebody like that. Like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna shoot your man if you don't put your gun down.
Yeah.
He jammed the clip too. I'll be pissed about that. Bro, literally you can kill this dude. It's 3, bro.
That's what I mean. They could kill all of them and like, so what if the feds don't find out what he's connected to? It's like you got one less drug dealer on your hands or whatever he does. Like,
yo, he might be one of the worst villains in history, bro. He got 2 henchmen. This movie would have been 10 minutes if I was in it. I was like, all right.
I know. Even see the thing when we get to like even DK is way more like he's just evil in terms of like being a dickhead. And when we get to Tokyo Drift, like he's an asshole.
I can't wait for Tokyo Drift.
And then Fast and Furious with Braga, at least he has Laz Alonso, who looks like a fucking evil henchman in terms of like he'll fuck you up. And obviously he does what he does, shoots the gas tank, kills. I'm saying that in quotation marks, Letty. But
she went back like the Matrix. I still think about that scene
when she flies, like,
and they gave her instant CTE. Yo, you think that's how Jim McMahon actually got CTE? Because Jim McMahon. All right, let me leave it alone.
I was about to say, where are you going? What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Low key, I kind of dress like Brian with this fit. I have a plain blue shirt and khaki pants. Like I legit can replicate this fit easily.
All right, we gotta do that then.
It's because of this movie for Halloween.
Yeah, or in Dallas, even though I'm not gonna be at the brunch.
Yeah, you're showing up to Dallas for other reasons.
Nah, I'm not showing up at all. I'm gonna be watching everybody else IG stories. Now LA is different. Yo, why is that green screen? Am I tripping?
Yeah, that looked legit.
Oh, it's the frame. All right. I keep thinking this is in 480.
As your version?
No, my version. All right, so it's pixelated and it's formatted now in 1080p because of modern technology. But originally, when they shot this in, this is still film. Yeah. You got to remember, like when it's converted, it looked like it's weird. It looks.
No, we discussed this with Fast and Furious last week about how it has that like one the cinematography by Erickson Core is much different than the cinematography here, which it's kind of a more. I mean, it's still good cinematography here. Again, I just see like good shot, reverse shot. You don't see any over the shoulder, behind the head when people are talking. Good framing, as I like to call it, but
it looks grainy. It looks like from the 90s because they had to convert it over probably.
It's just that legit late 90s, early 2000s grainy look.
Yeah. It's something crazy you got to serve.
But fuck.
Pump it up and you got served. He was going, no, Marcus Houston now. That's how I might dress for Halloween. I want to dress like you got served.
Yeah, you got served.
The Fight for NY person.
You got empty bottles of nitrous. What are you gonna do with all that nitrous besides blow your ass up again?
All right.
Quit thinking like that. You know what? They're like, you got
legendary shot right here.
So you say that's?
I'm trying to get away from that because I'm like, all right. This shot right here, though, you posted it on our social media.
Yeah, when you start eating so much.
He said, just in case I'm going back to jail. Let me eat as much. Say words, son. Right back. Why you eating so much?
Oh, god damn. I love that. Oh. I see you. Say word, son. Say word. You think he said that to Vince McMahon? I got an idea. Say a word, son. Say a word.
Nah, he definitely says you want to play dice.
My lady.
Yo, that picture is hilarious. I really think Vince knew who he was, bro. I think he knows who Donnell Rollins is, even though he looked like he was off the perks being Vince.
I've told you. I swear, I think he actually likes, like, he's seen Coming to
Black
America.
people.
Yeah, well, no, like black movies,
bro. Because he was looking a little too happy. Either he was off the shits or he just really knew who he was.
I legit think he likes black movies, especially anything that's 90s or 80s.
All right, so Big E definitely about to be in a remake of Coming to America.
No, remember that's what fans have been saying with Commander Aziz. It's like they got that from your boy Wesley Snipes. Commander is General Izzy.
Damn, you right. I forgot Fam said that.
Fam's right. Yeah, Fam's been saying that. I mean, he's not wrong. It legit happened at the same time.
I didn't even think about that. Damn, Fam is right. Hold on. Somebody knows something. I just thought about that. So Commander Kunta.
Oh,
yeah. Dressing like Captain Crunch. Dog, it's 3 people, and they brought out U.S. Customs.
See, this is what I mean when this movie's not bad at all compared to Fast 9. That's the thing when I was thinking, like, when we get to this and the next 2 specifically in terms of like, because we all agree from 5.
She look like Shawn Michaels.
5, 6, and 7.
To be honest, that's how most Florida women.
Oh God, good God! I've been watching that Stone Cold promo, fucking 2 days straight.
I know
because one
that bullshit. Even though
he cooks Brett. I mean, he cooks Shawn Michaels because he's like, "You lost to Shawn Michaels, the boy toy. I ain't no sexy boy. I don't dance." He cooks 2 birds with 1 stone. Like,
I ain't no sexy boy.
I don't dance. Pink tats. What the hell is that all about? This ain't ballet class. Like,
no, he did cut him up, bro.
You will beg for mercy. Like, he got cooked. Same thing right here. I got the all red tee in the jeans. This is what I mean when I watch this movie a lot, is like how Brian O'Connor like shaped me as a person. His ideals as well, you know, being respectful, showing honor.
Not all ideals. We'll just say that.
Oh, with the all red. Oh, you mean with how he was in real life?
Yeah, not all.
I said Brian O'Connor, not Paul Walker. Well, Paul Walker, yeah. I mean, that was the thing.
It was probably the same person.
100%. 100%.
I think for the most part, everybody is like a shoot of themselves
in these movies.
Yeah,
except Vin Diesel.
No, that's him. He just
no. He's not taking on 8 guys at once.
Shit, how you know? He probably got a backyard. He just be having dummies out there just wrestling.
No, 100%. Like, well, again, I see him in public. We'll see if I get arrested, you'll know why.
Boy. Getting arrested for fighting Vin Diesel is crazy. Snatch and run, yo. As soon as they break down the walls, I'm taking all that money.
But see what I mean? But like, what kind of like, this guy's supposed to be like a mover and shaker, like a kingpin? He hides his fucking cash in a trailer park. Like, what kind of shit is this?
So essentially, he's just a low budget Tony Montana.
Legit. That's what I mean. Where it's like, you can't take this guy down. Come on.
But that's the thing. Like, they got a whole unit on him. Like, like, bruh, it's 3 dudes. I swear the operation got 3 dudes and Eva Mendes, but she working with them. Brian and them. Like, you hear that? It's helicopters. Yeah.
It's legit. It's legit. You just called Brian O'Connor back in for because he owed you a favor.
But that kind of works. But don't call me in for this favor. Like,
that's what I mean.
Have somebody with like some gun, like, bro. I only seen 2 guns,
and not the Mark Wahlberg Denzel Washington movie. That's a dad joke right there.
All right, hey, no, I'll let you get that shit off.
That movie is horrible, by the way. God,
I know.
That's why I never watched. Only good thing about that movie is Paula Pann's naked for like 2 minutes.
All right, I gotta look it up.
Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you? Oh, I've been meaning to tell you this for like a month now.
She's naked in another movie? Cool.
No. Another woman that you're into was naked in a movie. God, what is it? What's her name?
Don't say Jade Cargill because I'm about to record that
Jade Cargill. No, the girl from All American. Liv, right? Olivia? Yeah.
Hold on.
The sister.
I know. I had to think about it. I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, she was naked in The Empty Man. And I know that's your girl, so.
I'm about to be the empty man after I watch that.
Oh, good God. All right. And on that note, oh, come on. Literally. Phrasing.
That's all I'm like, hold on. Like, I heard what you said. I knew exactly the character you're talking about, but I was like, hold on. I'll start queuing up the movie. Let me look for this movie right now.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I thought you said Jay Cargill was in the movie. I was like, shit. What movie is that? It ain't in AEW.
If it's a movie, Matt Damon's gonna hit me up as well. Be like, "Oh right, say less."
Yeah. So, what movie you was referring to?
Okay, relax. Like that's not how he talks. But again, Bam does the West Coast accent. And that's not what we sound like at all.
Oh, bro,
Right
like
here,
so
cuh. Right here, cuh.
I'm like, it's so over exaggerated to a certain degree. Dog, it's 3 people. And they brought out the SWAT, bro, the National Guard for 3
They
people.
brought out the helicopters again. And again, they brought out all this. And they're dealing with 2 professional drivers who, like, you can't get these guys on your fucking best day. You got to use, like, see, this is what I mean? Where people get pissed about, oh, they got into, like, fucking cyborgs and fucking.
No, this is this is cyborg-ish. Right
That's
now.
what I mean. It started right here, too. It started with the second one with shit being amped up. Everyone gets mad about. He
grabbed the hook, electronic hook,
and didn't shock
with a
himself to
handkerchief.
death.
Like, that's not possible. How magnetism works is, I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm glad you clarified that finally. I've been wondering that for like 10 months. If you're a scientist, well, not even 10 months. It's been like, oh yeah, it could have been close to 10 months when I first heard you on a podcast. But yeah,
on a podcast. Have I been doing this shit for that long? Being on everybody podcast?
Pretty much, yeah. From what I can tell.
Where the fuck has time gone? I'm outside on the LV. Right outside.
Well, I mean, this movie's from Florida with Love.
That might be the title. No, it's definitely We Hungry because,
yeah,
bro, that's like his key phrase in this movie.
Yeah,
that's his best line in any movie.
No, Sean Fennessy, the film critic for The Ringer Big Picture, him and Shea Serrano did Fast and Furious rankings, and Sean Fennessy posted the "We Hungry" gif right above it. So like, yeah, and he's someone who doesn't like these movies, so he knows like you got to acknowledge that's a great line.
That was definitely improv because he probably legit was hungry.
Again, I'm fucking hungry right now. Luckily, we only got like 30 minutes left.
Yeah, we good. You taking a fast right now, so to speak. I'm sorry. Dog. This is kind of pissing me off because it's 3 people. They're going through hell for 3 people. Oh, they passed by Golden Corral. That's where a real criminal is. If you want to get a criminal, go in there. Fucking Golden Corral.
But again, you see like how good they drive in like literally the tightest traffic.
Now that's dope. That's actually pretty good though.
Yeah, and you see again like these shots, how you can see the Top Gun inspiration is in the opening race scene and this chase scene right here.
Yeah, because I hear Danger Zone as they keep drifting.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing! You got to sync that up.
Oh come on, you already know I was on it ahead of time. Once again, we're in sync. Yeah,
into the Danger Zone.
We're in sync, guy. Because
I can't wait.
Just thinking about that, buddy.
I can't wait till we get to. You sound real white right now.
Yeah, I'm using white words. Y'all be taking shit from us, so I'm about to start using words.
Yes, do that.
You see how I be talking to Josh and Troy? Hey, pal, slow down.
I was about to say, you legit gotta be like, hey, pal, like you're Vince McMahon.
Slow down. Slow down, stud.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
No, that you know what I mean. Rockstar Spud.
That's
but
Spud,
he probably be stud. No, but you know, Rockstar Spud, stud. You can be a stud.
So yeah,
just
right
don't wear the stud jeans. Okay. They got to bring back old sport. I think I'm gonna bring back old sport as well. Speaking on that topic. And
I remember when I saw only a clip of this for a second, it was like the network television premiere of this on Fox. My mom didn't let me watch the movie though, but this is before I ended up seeing it like a year or two later. They showed this clip of like all the cars coming out of the garage, and I was like, "What?" And obviously, she didn't let me watch it. Of course, I was like,
That man looked like James Brown. I'm not talking about the singer.
I was like,
James Brown, that's on Fox. That does the football.
"Oh, that's You're right, but goddamn, we take you live to Cincinnati, where
Yeah, the little afro, little mustache. He still looked the same too, which is crazy.
CBS Sports, yeah.
Oh yeah, on CBS, my fault.
Yeah, Fox Sports is
Terry
Kurt
Bradshaw now.
Nope, CBS Fox Sports is Terry Bradshaw. That's what Kurt Menefee. CBS is now Nate Burleson.
It's Howie, not Howie.
No, that's again Fox Sports. Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck, bro?
It used
Why
to be
is that
Dan
shit-
Marino. It used to be Dan Marino, Shannon Sharp, Boomer Esiason,
Yeah, I remember.
and Bill Cowher, but now it's Nate Burleson, Phil Simms, I think, and
Yeah, Phil says
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony be on there not talking about shit. He don't be talking about shit. Shouts out to Tony. He from Torrance. But he
I
don't
was
be
gonna
talking
say,
about shit.
yeah, went to University of California.
I would have loved to go there.
To Cal? Berkeley?
Yeah, Cal State. Yeah, absolutely. I know that shit was fun. I'll just leave it at that.
Why do you say that? I'm not going into detail.
Bro,
Jason Kidd?
It's college in Northern California. Do I need to say more?
Oh, them Bay Area women.
Bruh. No, a lot of women from San Diego too, because a woman I was messing with from San Diego went to college
Look
up
at
there.
you, Mr. Bitches.
I'm just telling you. I just know if she was going there, man. Listen, Sweetie went to USC though.
Do you want to tell Pete, the listeners, what you told me about who you used to know? But even though you didn't know them, but you were around them a few times.
I definitely wasn't around Sweetie a full.
No. The newest. A certain director.
Oh, Stephen Cable. Shouts out to Stephen Cable Jr. Is it junior? Senior? Junior.
Yes. Yep. Stephen Cable Jr.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a junior.
Director of Creed 2, director of the upcoming Transformers, which they announced will finally be Beast Wars. About fucking time.
No, he's gonna kill that, because the thing about Creed 2 is it was directed properly. It was just written like shit.
No, it's well written. I've told this before.
No,
it's well written. Yes, I fight for that movie.
But it was directed great. The cinematography was great. So I know what he could probably do with an action movie if he keeps the same cinematographer. Yeah, 2013. I think my former roommate, who is now my friend, well, two of the guys, they both graduated from the USC film program. I was there at the graduation. We went to the party at night at his house. It was off like Vermont something, basically like across from USC campus in South Central. And yeah, like I didn't know he was gonna be where he is right now. Not saying in a bad way. I just didn't know.
God damn.
Them little ass legs. That's the only thing, man. She ain't had no weight on her. I like women with weight on them.
Yeah.
I can't take a bite out that ass. Shouts out to BFG the Pac-Man. You know that meme.
I had to mute my mic because I would be dying. Oh my god.
That's my dude, man. He's one of the coldest rappers out. That meme. Take a bite of that ass. Going
Tom
back to
Holland. You're like Tom Holland. I'm on your ass.
Yeah. Sweetie. I'm on your.
Yeah, but again, Devin Aoki, to speak to you, like again, she was in Sin City right after this, and she's great in that as Miho. But when she kills all the fucking
name, but that's still hilarious.
When she kills all the fucking Nazis, the IRA Nazis,
because Miho in Spanish means small boy.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. Because remember, it's the women of the night run that town, that part of the town.
Man, I know a lot of women of the night.
But yeah,
they just don't get no money from it.
I wish they would have brought her back. especially with Tej, that would have worked out. But, I mean, now they've kind of leaned into Tej being with Ramsey because they had that good dynamic at the end where he's like, if you can guess my name, and he's like, it's gonna be Miss Parker. I mean, it's gonna be Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. Like,
once again, it shouldn't have been me, not him. Press that right there.
Yeah, ejectocito, cuz.
And then we get to another classic line.
Yeah.
I don't think the CG was necessary, but all right.
No, I like the CGI.
He fell into the river in Florida. He definitely has hepatitis, or he's gonna be high the rest of his life.
And he legit like flies out of the car like how Harrison Ford jumps out of the dam in The Fugitive.
Dude, CG was so bad back then.
It was bad in the Matrix movies, which are around this time when CGI Keanu Reeves fights 40 CGI Agent Smiths.
Watch Matrix 4, bro. That CG, we not ready for it. That shit about to mess up your mind, bro.
Oh, I know. I
still don't know if I'm current technology.
Still don't know if I'm going to see that in the theater or not.
I'm not, because I'm not. They ain't not gonna freak me out. They ain't said nothing about the plot. Nothing. It's about to be on some other world shit.
Yeah.
But then my theory is gonna come true.
Now he can't obviously inject him from because he still needs him. Trickery. See that right here is some Vince Russo swerve shit in the last 15 minutes. They do the swap with the cars, and then right now the guy's like, I know what you had planned, but things change. Essay. Are those all legit tattoos on Tyrese's arms?
I couldn't even tell you.
Because I know he's got arm tattoos now.
They look legit.
Those are some bad like design. I'm just, again, as someone who has tattoos, I can speak on people with bad designs, but like really tribal tattoos and like, is that an iguana? Like, come on. In
his mind, probably so. I don't know, man.
Maybe it's because he looks like an iguana. I don't know.
All right.
Am I lying?
You just need facial hair. That was it.
What, the iguana needs facial hair?
All right, bro. Play sweet lady to your woman, and then you'll harken back to what you just said and regret
they're having this giant yacht right here in this small, like, it's such low stakes for this guy to be like some drug kingpin.
Oh, he got one more, bro. He got Hector. Oh, he got two new ones because the other one got ejected. So where was he? Shouldn't have had them in the beginning. He was just saving henchmen. Henchman number one. I was saving him.
That's what I mean about, at least Braga has Laz Alonso and kind of Gal Gadot before she becomes a face.
Oh no, she really the villain in the whole franchise.
Oh, I knew that was going to come into effect. You think they're going to bring her back? I think they will.
She might be that damn computer.
I was about to say. Etienne.
Yeah,
Etienne.
That might be her.
No, I think it might be. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Ava Mendes.
I got a better one. It's definitely the dad. You don't know shit about dad.
I've thought that for the longest time. I thought they were gonna do the Mr. Nobody was Dom's dad. I'm like, Kurt Russell could be Vin Diesel's dad, and like the mom was some like an amalgamation of all sorts of different cultures. But yeah. But again, like we've said before, Hobbs and Shaw, which we'll get to, Ryan Reynolds is the voice of the computer from Etienne.
Pisses me off. I can't get away from that dude, man. No matter how far I run, I can't block him on social media. The hitman's wife, bodyguard, whatever.
Oh god, that looks so fucking bad.
I'm like, bro, Samuel Jackson just in cruise control the rest of his life right now.
He's been in cruise control the last 20 years.
No, but now it's just like, all right, bro.
He made Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea.
That's a great.
I mean, it's a bad classic. Yeah, it's the ultimate like good bad movie.
deep sleep. My head is like a shark fin.
My head is like a shark's fin.
And he
Take
turned
me
into
back
the
to the
shark.
ghetto. Again, that was the whole. Again, I mean, because we'd rather talk about Fast 9 in terms because it's just on our minds. No disservice to this movie, which we love, and it's again a classic. But Fast 9, when when Roman's like, no one's gonna believe it. 2 black dudes from the ghetto in space.
One of the greatest scenes in movie history, bruh. Them going to space.
He showed up to that. He showed up to that scene that day. That shoot. He was like, "I am here to perform.
No,
I am here to act." And he was. He was chewing up that dialogue.
Because what Ludacris tell him, he was like, you know, the numbers don't lie or whatever.
The numbers don't lie.
You gotta have faith. Like he really was dead. You
see what I mean? Faith. They're just kicking this dude. Like they're Randy Orton punt kicking this dude. Like, come on. They're each taking turns. Like, bitch.
Right. He on the ground trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
Stomp the shit out of Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, that's good.
She on the yacht, depressed.
He's on the floor, on the ground. Wondering what the fuck just happened.
Fuck just happened.
And you walk up and you punch him. You say, "Bitch."
This freckle face dweeb right here. That kind of look like Shaun White. Bro, this y'all leader for real.
I told y'all.
Okay, and I took this sample for the intro. Please, Universal, don't sue me.
And this is again, this is real like again they allude to it Dukes of Hazzard type shit like just little good old boys.
They should have played instead. There goes my
hero. Watch him as he falls. So someone looks at you. Hold on, Rome. Hold on. But again, this is amazing. The 2 jumps in this movie are phenomenal for the CGI.
Yeah, this is when it really became like, all right, bro. I think they're doing a lot with this franchise.
Yeah,
but we didn't know. I'm pretty sure
they legit land a car on a fucking boat.
I'm pretty sure if you did that, that car is flipping over.
Oh, right
straight into the ocean.
Yeah.
And they got
it's legit like Starsky and Hutch, the Ben Stiller Owen Wilson one. That's what happens, remember? Like they just miss it.
Oh yeah.
And then Snoop Dogg hits him with the golf club.
Yeah.
He's like, "Here's your 4-iron, bitch."
Y'all could have did this the whole time.
I know. That's what we're saying.
You went to the extremes to get him.
But again, Brian O'Connor, crack shot. He killed Johnny Tran from fucking his side, the side of his car, and just boom, quick draws him like he's fucking Raylan Givens from Justified.
Right. Nice reference. Could have did this a long time.
He said, "Hey, Raylan Givens said, like, I don't pull my sidearm unless I'm going to shoot to kill."
That's real shit.
Exactly. And what he did, like, he said, if I pull, he said, if I pull my gun, I'm going to put you down. And then
that's how it's supposed to be in real life. Don't pull this shit unless you're ready to use it.
Let's get out of here.
That's a nice ass Chevy.
Again, yeah, he breaks his arm just like Dom at the end too. Brian O'Connor walks away, not even a scratch. See, that's a bad omen considering how, like, God, not to take it dark, just like I've been. No, but see, that's what I mean. This
he's trying to go.
Fate's a cruel bitch. It is.
Oh shit, he really do got a lizard on his arm.
I told you. But I don't know if that's like a legit tattoo.
That's not legit. He can't have no real lizard.
I mean, is it supposed to symbolize like Barstow? Like, do they have those in Barstow? Like,
no, they got lizards and Tyree and Watts.
All right, yeah, your records are clean, which does make sense in hindsight because that's how he's able to go and become an FBI agent. Which, as he alludes to, when we'll get to that in Fast and Furious, is that he's a good liar. That's why the FBI recruited him.
Man, listen, if y'all want material, watch me or listen to me watch that movie because boy, I'm gonna be cutting promos because I hate that movie.
I mean, it's
I'm gonna
as far
have
as
jokes.
jokes and jokes and jokes
Yeah.
and jokes. Spaghetti,
Bruh.
spaghetti, spaghetti.
8 Mile. It's about to be Def Comedy Jam during that shit. That's a 2-hour set.
Don't drop the soap. Fucking nothing more like early 2000s, late 90s comedy in terms of like going to prison than make sure you don't watch this. Like, night night. Make sure your butthole's tight or whatever he
Because
says. Like,
Oz had people scared, bro.
oh, I've never seen Oz. Yeah,
Don't.
No, I won't.
Don't. Yeah. I seen one episode. I said never again. This is when it first came out. My mom had the DVD set. I said, nope, put this away.
There's that great from Arrested Development when he's scared of the Wizard of Oz because he saw Oz the TV. No, he's scared. He's scared of prison because he saw Oz and thought he was the Wizard of Oz because he loved the movie and he thought it was like a sequel. And he sees the prison show, so that's why he won't visit his pop in prison.
Yeah.
George Michael.
I might watch Arrested Development tonight.
Oh,
Like
classic.
Batman
Yeah.
Begins.
See what I mean? She's just looking at him like, God, like to quote Bella Hadid, homeboy's gonna get it.
So I became scathed and he became unscathed, which is crazy because he took a blow to the head. He hit the steering wheel, remember? My pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Hey, open a garage together. A garage. Is
And they did none of that shit.
No. Tej opens a garage though. Funny enough, remember he's like Tej's where you.
We
won't
didn't see
rip people off.
Tyrese to the 5th movie.
We ain't hungry no more either.
Right. And then they go to the credit scene is just basically Midnight Club dub edition.
Yeah,
graphics.
exactly. Yeah, I was just about to say. Directed by
And the
John.
song is appropriate for it.
And R.I.P. John Singleton.
Legend.
Gone too soon. Gave us so much great work. Boys in the Hood. I mean, Tupac and Poetic Justice. Higher Learning. I think that's really the darkest movie he's ever made. I've only seen it once. I mean,
Yeah. Imagine you if you never got no black mentors. That could have been you.
nah.
You could have been Ramsey.
Baby Boy, of course. Phenomenal.
No, that's his darkest movie. Listen, I know they.
You know who
I know
says
they-
that? You know who says that?
Who?
Your man's.
I'm telling you, bro. That shit is hardcore movie. Like, bro, I'm good. Like, yo,
I told him not to mess with me. I told him.
He keep fucking with me. Y'all niggas keep fucking with me. Like, yo, I knew this movie. I shouldn't watch this movie as a shorty when he was walking naked. Like, he was butt naked.
When he says that, I'm like, who in their right mind would like fuck with Ving Rhames? Just look at him. It's Ving Rhames for a reason. Like,
they saw Holiday Heart and they was like, I got a shot.
I was legit about to say they saw the movie where he was dressing like a woman and they were like, man, ain't that hard? And then boom,
I bet.
he showed.
Y'all gonna learn, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead. All my life I had to fight. Go ahead.
And again, like we said this before, it was funny how he plays the hacker in Mission Impossible. He's fucking Ving Rhames. He's twice the size of Tom Cruise, and he's the hacker.
Yeah, that's how it works, man. You could be smart and swole.
No, but I just love it. I love when there's shit like that. Yeah, like Chris Evans in The Losers. He does the exact same thing.
Yo, that's crazy. That whole franchise, he's rich off that whole franchise. Like, he's done other movies that probably got
Ving
him some
Rhames?
good checks. Yeah, but those
These-
Mission Impossible movies have
Chris
got him
McQuarrie
checks.
said that when they were on a panel. He's like, because he, in terms of Mission Impossible Fallout, we're way out topic, but either way, but it's a good thing. But Chris McQuarrie is like, Ving Rhames said, like, you know what? I love white people because Tom Cruise is white, and because of Tom Cruise, I'm a millionaire. Like,
Bruh, them checks is good, big fella. You ever see that Western movie? What was it? Rosewood? You ever
No,
seen Rosewood?
yeah, Rosewood's the one that John Singleton the one about the fires, right? Or like the slavery, I mean the civil rights or the slavery with Ving Rhames in it.
Yeah, he was shooting motherfuckers. You need to watch
Yeah.
that.
That's like one of the few John Singleton movies I haven't seen. For the most part, I've seen as we're wrapping up, because like I said, it was this much like Mission Impossible. Funny enough, see, look at this segue. The second one, they got a different director for Mission Impossible 2. They got a different director for this, and I think like how this one slept on, not great, just slept on. I think Mission Impossible 2 is slept on.
Yeah, I meant to tell you I'm actually gonna try to go back and watch it again. And one more time,
Mission Impossible Fallout.
yeah, one more time. I'm gonna try it.
All right. So yeah, John Singleton directed this. Michael Brandt and Derek Haas wrote the screenplay. They went on to do Wanted, and like I said before, they did Wanted along with Chris Morgan. So it was like a weird Venn diagram where these guys had the same, like Derek Haas and Michael Brandt passed Fast and Furious on a Chris Morgan after working with Wanted, even though Chris Morgan had already written Tokyo Drift prior to Wanted. But it was funny, like when they made Wanted, they're like, it's much like the Fast and Furious, so let's get the guys who wrote the last two to write this outlandish movie. And funny enough, like there's a lot of Fast and Furious shit in Wanted, and then Fast and Furious took the crazy shit from Wanted in terms of like fight scenes and all that.
Yeah.
But this was made for $76 million, made 236 at the box office, not bad. But for some reason, Paul Walker doesn't come back. They do Tokyo Drift again. Justin Lin, who then shepherds the franchise for the next 4 installments. But yeah, I mean, that's where it would have been interesting if they had skipped Tokyo Drift and gone straight to Fast and Furious. Like it's 6 years after this one, and it's just a Dom and Vin story. Would you have been okay with that or no? Because the point of that was that, like, the reason they say this didn't work so well because it wasn't Vin Diesel, because at the time he was a star according to like the box office with this Chronicles of Riddick, Triple X, this meaning the first Fast and Furious, and then he got The Pacifier, which is one of the best Disney movies ever.
I haven't seen that in years.
But it was like Paul Walker didn't carry this franchise by himself, and people were like, "Oh, Tyrese." They were gonna put Ja Rule in it before Tyrese. So can we really say like it was that good? There it is, like A Pimp by David Banner and Lil Flip, and then
Classic.
Act a Fool, of course. So you gotta have a Pitbull.
Yeah, that's before he was Mr. 305.
Yeah, I mean, they were in Miami, and now, funny enough, oh God, can we speak on Cardi B real quick?
Go ahead, because
that scene was terrible.
Hey, no, Cardi B was in it.
I like Cardi B. We all like Cardi B. We did not need that scene. We did not need Vin Diesel clout chasing for fucking. Oh God, it was so bad. Just God, we would. Oh God, that movie.
Yeah, when we do the part 2, you'll be able to get all that out.
No, I don't even want to do it because I'm just like,
we got to, because I got so much other stuff.
No, I know, and I want to too, but it's just like it's legit. Like I'm not. It's like I am mad and I'm disappointed. Like, how could you? How could you?
Listen, I liked her appearance in it. I didn't know why she needed to be in a movie, but it ain't for me to ask questions. But she was there,
yeah,
in Europe, so it worked out for what it did.
Any parting thoughts on Too Fast, Too Furious? Like I said, we'll do the ranking at the end, but I think you're gonna have this a lot higher than I will. But
it showed, and it goes back to what we just talked about, earlier what we talked about, how Vin Diesel tried to put himself over. He booked himself like Triple H. Because looking at it now, I'm like, bro, they really didn't need him for every single movie. When you think about it now, like Too Fast, Too Furious worked because the camaraderie of Tyrese and Paul Walker. Like I said, I want to know in depth or how they build chemistry because, or they just screen testing off the back. They was cool with each other.
I think it's legit. It was the trio of SoCal legends: Tyrese, Paul Walker, and John Singleton. I think that's what made it work so well. Is that they're all from the same area, more or less.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, that chemistry, it takes a while to build that, and it seemed like instantly it kind of happened. So
I legit think like Paul Walker either like went to school with guys like Tyrese or hung out with him outside of school. Just it's like too legit for not. It's like it's not phony at all. Like
that's
Paul
what
Walker
I'm saying.
legit. Like Paul Walker legit cracks up in every scene they've ever had together for the rest of the franchise.
Yeah. And that's why they pinned the camera on him. So it showed me that Tyrese should have took not Tyrese, I'm sorry. That Vin Diesel should have took a break on certain movies. Like, looking at it now, it's like, dude, you just overbooked yourself in the 9th movie. Yeah, you have to be in that one. You have to be, even though the movie shouldn't exist, like we said earlier, the Fate of Fear shouldn't exist. But still, it's like Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, which are in my top 3. It's like,
wow,
he wasn't in those. Oh no, they definitely in my top 3. It's like, and I can't wait to do my list overall. But thinking about it in hindsight, it's like those movies work for me personally because he wasn't in there until the last scene of Tokyo Drift. Mm-hmm. So then when you think about after those, then you go to the 4th one. It's like, okay, I don't like it, me personally. But then when you get to the 5th one, it's everybody else but him that made that movie great. Like, I feel like
it's legit. It was the smartest thing to do. They legit brought almost everyone back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like, all right, I say the first one's the best, and just in terms of like in my heart, or I mean, it's my favorite. I would say Fast 5 is the best in terms of like how well it's made. Everyone clicks, everyone works well together. Again, it was before Dwayne Johnson blew up into the megastar that Dwayne Johnson is now. It's actually why he became that. And his performance, and it's the best performance he's ever given in a movie. Like I said, because it's the whole like, what you talking about, boy? Beat a man to death with a wrench.
Yeah, I'm glad they went back to that, which is hilarious too.
Yeah, of course you had to see that scene. I was almost like, oh, did Jacob do it? And Dom did the time, and that's why they had a falling out. But that would have been like too like petty in my opinion, because like you're supposed to take care of your younger brother like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we fully dissect everything about like that, oh god, I wish I want to do it right now so bad, but I'm just funny enough, I'm furious. I'm legit just like,
no pun intended.
Huh?
No pun intended.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just like, the movie doesn't have furious in the title, but that's how I walked out of the theater.
I mean, man, listen, you got that.
I told you with like you had the tears in your eye in terms of like, oh, the unintentional comedy is hilarious. I had the tear in my eye because I was legit sad.
That shit had me rolling when I told you that. I was watching. I'm like, oh no, this shit is hilarious. This is the funniest one for no reason. Like that shit had me rolling, bro.
Well,
for no reason.
We'll get to it.
I might have.
We'll continue next week. Tokyo Drift. Hopefully, we'll have our special guest. I mean, people should already know it. We said that we were going to try to have in on, if it's possible. That's a crappy thing. As you saw, I had technical difficulties. That was my own doing, but still. But we appreciate you tuning in, and to all the haters. I do have to say you're right. Again, like Banks said, he can admit when he's wrong. I can admit when I'm
all the time.
When I'm wrong in terms of like I thought Fast 9 was going to be great. It was not. So Eve, Peeps, Cal, fam, Math, everyone laughing at me, you had your day in the sun. I'll give you your props for that. Chris Brown, I hope you'll stay tuned. I know you were John Cena. Again, John Cena did nothing wrong in that movie. Not a goddamn thing wrong.
No, he jobbed, if anything.
What is the opposite of beneficiary? Because the casualty of bad booking is John Cena in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to start John Cena deserves better.
And guess what? It's going to be everything related to wrestling. And people are going to be like, yeah, he deserved better than. I'm like, what? He got everything he wanted. Like, as opposed to what? Yeah, I feel like he should have won for 5 years. He kind of did.
No, his run never needed to end. Never needed to end.
Yeah, but still, people are going to debate that. Look, somebody else. Shouts out to my guy. He just said that. I see a tweet. He said, I'm watching Fast 9. I'm 20 minutes in and it's already off the hinges, and he's laughing. That's hilarious.
Pain. Real pain, people.
Look.
Again, like you can hear the sigh. I'm just like, anytime I think about anything that happened in that movie, I'm just like,
bro, that, like I told you, I was rolling. He was like, oh, this got to be a bad omen. As soon as I said that, bro, with a tear in my eye. Especially that fight scene.
That's the funny thing. I had texted you Thursday morning. Like, man, we're less than, because you responded, because I'm like, we were less than 3 days away from this movie. Like, this is supposed to be like the pinnacle of our pod right now. Yeah. Is this like, this is a legacy I'll leave behind, is that for 10 straight weeks we did Fast and Furious movies. But I told my girlfriend what I told you, I told her, like, this is how much of a loser I am. I'm like, I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous. She's like, well, I'm like, because I have a feeling it's going to be bad. She's like, oh, all right. And then after, she's like, how's the movie? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
That man was legit jaded.
It was legit. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Shut up.
That man was legit jaded.
No, legit. Like, I like that. No, I'm not. Again, like, I never troll. Like I said, the furthest thing I troll with is the Bret Hart shit. And that's more because I believe half of it, but the other half is to troll.
Right.
In terms of like the boring matches and all that. But again, like, he legit had bad promos, all that. But again, he is a top worker of all time, no doubt. But it is just fun to do. Oh, if you want to have a good night's sleep, put on a Bret Hart match. Yeah. But no, I do love these movies, not because it's like, oh, they're so bad, they're so good, oh, they're so mind-numbingly dumb. No, it's like we stated last week, it has a special place in my heart when I saw that first one, and then I got to see it over the course of my childhood to teenage years to now adulthood. And they got better as they went along until, the last two, really. Not counting this one. Fate of the Furious, there is some great stuff in it, but like, it's just not needed in terms of like you ended the story perfectly right where it was at. But I still enjoy the great action sequences in that. And shouts to F. Gary Gray, like we said, get that check.
Right. So
and Hobbs and Shaw. Wait till I cut it's Dwayne Johnson.
You're next on my list.
Legit. You're next. Like Goldberg. Like, hey, you're Rock. You want to know who's next, huh? You're next. And he spears the fuck out of him.
Had that man, he was holding his insides.
He was selling that like John Cena selling that table. Like, Can
I get up now? That's all it was. Can I get up now? I've been down for too long.
But that's how John Cena was selling for fucking Vin Diesel in this movie.
Bro,
but,
he was overselling. He shouldn't have been called Shawn Michaels at that point.
I ain't no sexy boy. I wish we could title the episode that, but we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna figure out how to integrate that into this.
Just play the full Austin promo. It's amazing. It's like, and everyone knows it, and also it ends perfect with a basic black and white font for like Survivor Series November. Like,
I ain't no sexy boy.
I ain't no sexy boy. I don't dance. Everyone knows you quit because you lost to Shawn Michaels, the sexy boy, the boy toy. That's when everyone knew, like, that's when Vince knew, like, oh, this guy's gold. Like, I got fucking cha-ching.
You have to, bro. You have to,
like, because who's gonna make fun of this guy? No one. Like, oh, the ball-headed guy with the earring and the gold link necklace. You mean the guy that's gonna beat your ass? Like,
but he said, you know, on his podcast and other platforms, like, bro, if your goal is to be number one, why you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And you legit had to eat back then. Like, everybody, like, bro, if your shit wasn't over, you was gonna get fired. You had to do it. So he came up with something. And then people got to realize too, or they got to remember, all this is off the top of the head, which is
100%. Yeah.
Even more insane. Like, he just like a battle rapper. He just barring people up.
Yeah, I know. I would imagine. I would have liked to see like who, like, can you do a few more takes, but with different people? Razor Ramon. I ain't no fake Cuban Chico.
I ain't no alcoholic, Chico.
Mark Barrow, I ain't no wild man. I ain't gonna lose my wife to Brock Lesnar.
You probably have no choice. Even though he couldn't foresee the future, you have no choice.
Bart Gunn, I ain't gonna get knocked out by some fucking fat. He's fat.
He got knocked out by Butterbean. That's different.
To some human thumb.
All right, bro. Butterbean was knocking motherfuckers out clean.
Some thumb with legs.
Yeah, no cardio. Remember he knocked out Johnny Knoxville?
Again, Johnny Knoxville was like, I talk about fucking putting everyone over. Shit.
He jobbed himself.
Johnny Depp put everything over. Johnny, did I say Johnny Depp or Johnny Knoxville right there?
No, Johnny Depp as well. That works. You said Johnny Depp, but still, yeah.
I knew it. I was just, you know what? Because I was just thinking of Once Upon a Time in Mexico, because it's now on HBO MAX. I'm like, oh, that's like the only good thing besides the first Pirates that he's in is Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
I like Pirates 1 and 2.
Just the first one.
I like both of them. The third one, nah. The fourth one, hell to the nah.
But let's wrap this up. I mean, sorry, Too Fast, Too Furious. We gave you your flowers, more importantly. We gave the three people who are responsible for being so great, which is Paul Walker, Tyrese, and John Singleton. Overall, just weak in everywhere else. Ludacris, he got better as the films went on. David Aoki, her brief run, it was like when they made General Champion, just like her and that and Sin City. It was like, oh, we got the next star on we got the next champion on our hands. Never mind. That was just it was just a phase.
Yeah, she probably was over the industry too, because there's a lot of, we might do an episode about
I think she was a model first, and it was the thing where like, yeah, acting, it's right. But she's in War with Jet Li and Jason Statham. She's in that at least.
Damn, I haven't seen that movie in a while.
But yeah, sorry you got to be a casualty to Fast 9, the Fast Saga, being fresh in our minds, fresh in our head from that bullshit we saw with fucking magnets and fucking God, that German.
They oversold the magnets too. By the way,
I know they're like, oh my God, they're magnets. Like no
science.
Shit. And the German guy, I'm like, did you really have to make like a guy who's supposed to be Elon Musk the villain? Like,
the thing is, they didn't even show him in the trailers. From what I remember,
I know. That's why I was so pissed. I'm like, I thought the whole point was that John Cena and Charlize Theron were going to be the villains.
Like,
I legit like
cut the promo. I legit did it. Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, like I kept saying, like, bro, wait, what movie did he come in?
Yeah, he walks up. I'm like, who the fuck is who? I'm like, who is he?
Like, I don't remember what movie he was in before. I'm evil because I'm German.
Because I'm rich. Like, again, like the whole, like, I get, like, see, this guy is a hack, the screenwriter. I mean, I'm gonna.
He's a hack.
He is.
I'm using that as well.
He's like, no, because Here's how, and here's how we're gonna end it. Because you know what, this is the 10th anniversary of the pipe bomb, the greatest wrestling promo of all time.
Bye, everybody.
And right now, I'm gonna cut one because Daniel Casey, like I said, I had you on the list. You're a fucking hack. You're like, I'm gonna make the Fast and Furious movie that's meta, and the one that attacks rich white guys. Like, no shit, we see that everywhere. You think we need this in a fucking Fast and Furious movie? Get the fuck out of here.
Peace out.
And on that note,